Hello.
Oh, sorry. I'm like, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Just Enough Heshy Show.
No, it's got to be more exciting.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome.
No, they already had the music.
I gave her the opening, and she blew it. Yesterday, she did so good.
Oh, I don't hear you guys.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. Hello, and welcome to the Just Enough Heshy Show. I'm going to introduce my co-hosts, Neil, everyone's voice of reason.
Hey.
Everyone, I thought he was only my voice of reason.
Nah.
I don't need a voice of reason.
No exclusivity. Yeah.
So, yeah, we have Z. Say hi, Z.
Hi, Z.
Okay,
That's
and then we
hilarious.
have, what's your name?
David.
We have David. He's going to talk to us about
Nothing.
nothing. Nice.
He's just sitting here to watch how the pros do it.
Okay, and then we have Uncle Heshy.
Welcome, everybody. Everybody, welcome.
Uncle Heshy. Well, how come you don't wear the T-shirt?
I was wearing the shirt
I mean,
on.
I have only one, and you got to wash it every
Yeah.
day. Oh, sick.
Anyways, welcome to our show, and we have to introduce, of course, our main co-host as well, our co-host, Esty.
She needs no introduction.
And by the way, Esty.
And by the way, Esty always gets the word beautiful.
Beautiful,
Right.
And you see, she's wearing now another hairpiece, a different color. Very cool. She's really with the game.
I really have. I didn't even buy any. I just have these.
I want to know, Neil, before I say my quote, she went out and bought us drinks, and I said, Esty, can you get us some little snacks? She said, oh, I just came back. I said, you know how beautiful you look today, Esty? She says, no, I know I'm beautiful. You're trying to con me. I said, I'm not trying to con you.
If he would have just asked me, I would have trusted him because he's like, oh, you're so beautiful. I'm like, okay, where's the loophole, the catch?
I feel like you know what that works on. I think 1% of the people.
No, works on everybody.
Less, 0.5%.
That's not true. And see, by the way, you look handsome today.
Whoa, okay. See, it's one thing if you're gonna hit on her, but me, I draw the line. I draw the line there. Thank you.
Everybody, we have a good show for you today, and we have a lot to talk about as always.
We'll decide after.
We'll decide wherever. Hey, our producer yesterday, for the first time, said we actually had a good show.
Wow.
Nice,
How much
proud
did he
of
pay
us.
him?
Who was that? The temp producer, the one who comes in for a day.
The one who comes on.
Did I miss the post-Purim wrap-up yesterday, or did we decide?
Yeah,
you missed it. Because
what
let
do
me tell you, I went over to Este's house on Purim night, and it was rocking. I don't know what was flying. There were people from all over, all sorts of.
Yeah.
I thought they were in costumes. They're just people that live in Bar.
Yeah.
So you guys, we have two things. First, I have to say
Food
my
and
quote.
booze.
I got to say my quote. Ready? My quote today is learning. There are three kinds of men and women. The one that learn by reading, the few who learn by observation, the rest who learn by life's personal experiences and truly understand the real meaning of learning is love and truth. Once he or she recognizes it and learns this, he or she has learned the most important lessons. And life, a man or woman without smiling face cannot enjoy the most precious gift, and that's the gift of life. And Neil,
Tell me who said that.
first of all, the first
Sounds very oriental.
the learning one was made up
Not
only by
learning one.
me. The only learning one was all by me.
I want to know about the smile and the.
I don't know, man. Some Confucius character. Anyways, everybody, I want to talk to you about one thing before we start the show.
I think Happy Rockefeller, right? He died with
Maybe
a
we say
smile.
that, about the show a little bit.
Oh, right. St, what show are we listening to?
You are listening to the Just Enough Heshy Show.
You
We
hear that?
forgot from 3 minutes ago.
Yeah,
We
you
just
can.
said that.
Yeah.
Our producer screams in our ear, Z, not you. He leaves you alone.
Okay, yeah. You can like us on Facebook at Just Enough Heshy. We have to get 500 likes.
Oh, yeah. Z, we're looking to get 500 likes. Can you help us get there, please, buddy?
I could give you one.
We got to talk
I think
to
I
you.
already did like you guys.
Okay, good, good.
Right. So you can also go to Twitter, hashtag Just Enough Heshy. And if you'd like to email us or advertise with us, you can reach us by email at justenoughheshy@gmail.com. We're on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. You can call into the show at 718-303-9090. Go on.
And they can talk about
Every
anything.
week it's the same phone number.
I know, right? Thank God we don't change it.
And it's the same show.
So, St, tell us about some of our sponsors tonight.
Yeah?
Oh, here we go. The cash.
Paying the big
He
bills.
can't hold that.
I don't understand.
Can't hold that, like welcoming everybody.
For
They
the
should
record,
feel comfortable.
Remember the chocolate guy that was here a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago?
yeah.
I ran into him like 4 times over the last week.
Do you have
Amazing.
chocolate with him?
Everywhere I look.
I
Hey,
wouldn't
Z,
recognize him.
And your son also. I see him everywhere. And
He's following
two
you.
times in a row. I saw
We're
him
following
in
you.
two different cars. Very sketchy also.
So,
Very sketchy.
we're going
Did
to.
the license plate match his car?
Do the drapes match the carpet? No one knows.
So who's
So yeah, we have Le Buffet on 55th and 17th Avenue.
Le buffet.
Le.
They make latte.
Latte. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
imagine someone tuning in. All they hear is le.
Go ahead.
I got the French channel.
Okay. So we have Le Buffet on 55th and 17th Avenue. If you'd like to call them, you can reach them at 718-438-7612. We have the Black Label e-cigarettes. You can go to blpremiumesig.com or you can call Mikey at 561.
Yo, Mikey!
Mikey.
Yeah, at 5.
You know he's getting married very soon.
Yeah, in May. And I spoke to him last night.
Uncle Heshy's going to be a witness.
Yeah, we're all invited to the wedding, he says.
You know,
Nice.
And we're gonna
am
give
I
out-
the only one here who finds that ironic? Like, you know, someone who doesn't want any witnesses around. This has become.
All I know is
witness.
he's giving out electric cigarettes to everybody there. Go ahead.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
So yes, you can reach Mikey at 561-239-5941. We have Yossi Lefkowitz, a personal trainer, the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
He has, I don't know, 17 certificates and
I
some
wish
sort
I
of
can
machine
go
that
to him.
calibrates everything.
Right.
It's
Very
really
cool.
fancy.
Yeah.
I wish I can go to him.
Yeah.
I wish.
He texted me today. He says, "Come on, Hesh, you gotta come."
I wish I could. I'm afraid he's going to kill me.
Yeah, he's not gonna kill
No,
you.
he's not going to understand.
He
He's gonna make you
understands
work.
you. He's a smart boy. He's
Yeah,
smart.
no, but I'm too.
He has
out of
17
shape.
certificates. It's got to mean something. He must have
Well,
learned something, no?
Okay, go
From
ahead.
what? From Cracker Jack?
So yeah, he's located on 16th and 48th Street. You can call him at 347-816-5207. We have Posh on Avenue U. Their address is 502 Avenue U. They have the best skinny pizzas ever. I'm on a diet, but their food I'm allowed to have.
Okay.
I was impressed, by the way.
Yeah,
I
because
was
see, you were
impressed.
knocking those pizzas like
I
you were
wasn't
making-
paying for them, so I liked it.
Right.
But they were delicious, but I had like 4 pies and they were
Okay.
great.
No, but
I
anyway,
can afford that.
anyone who listens to
No.
this show gets 15%
50,
off.
oh, so it's
Right.
only
It's not so
$8
Uh,
for a slice of
Plus,
pizza.
See, I've got
Very
deep with you.
good.
You can
It was
eat
delicious,
19 macaroni
Yeah,
and
yeah.
cheese salads. Go
okay,
ahead.
true.
Z has a
It was
bottomless
delicious.
stomach. I
I
can just
saw
like
that.
a 16-course meal was made for him.
I know. Go ahead. And what else?
It
So
was delicious. I
so
will give
yeah,
them
if
that.
you tell them, hey, I heard you guys on the Just Enough Heshy show, you get 15% off.
That's good.
So
That's big money,
yeah.
yo. It's big money.
Hey, you know, $100.
Yeah,
you know, you save
I'm saying,
$15.
that's a nice
That's
chunk.
like another 2 pies.
That's a
Yeah.
that's a nice chunk of change.
Good way. So yeah, you can call them at 718-676-935. I don't know what 3. 9353. Then we have Green Line Building Consultants.
Green Line
Green
Building.
Line.
Yes, we help you.
You ever
with,
heard of Green Line? I never heard of them.
You know,
I
today I saw somebody who was trying to copy us at Blue Line.
No.
I swear, an idiot.
Blue
Blue
Line?
Line. Yeah, what's a Blue
Really?
Line?
Blue Line
Green,
Building
and the whole
Solutions?
That's
place.
what he does.
Those
what
guys
you
are just
do.
crazy.
It's not he's trying to copy. He's doing some kind of expediting, but not as good as
What,
me.
he's from your tribe?
Not for my tribe. No,
No?
no.
So-
Which tribe is he from?
I don't know what tribe he's from, but he's not for mine. Not for my Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Park
Blue is
neighborhood.
less- Lesser.
that's not
Everybody
what I
knows that.
asked you. The
What?
tribe.
I don't know if he's
Oh.
from the tribe. Oh.
Was he from the tribe?
No,
No?
no.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways,
So then you better watch out.
Better watch out. So Green Line Building Shows, we do violations, plans, permits, asbestos inspections. We do lead inspections, and we have a problem. We'll recommend you to some good people to help you out.
HPD issues.
HPD today, I had some
building
HPD,
department.
right? Building department issues, plans,
You get sign offs.
and we
meet
teach
the
you- we-
inspector,
and
We
we
pay
also-
off the right people
and
for
we
you.
also teach you. Stop, but we don't do that.
We
We
don't
code.
do
We
that.
code. There are people who
Of
do. We
course
don't.
not.
He's code compliant.
We're so-
compliant.
you know, we're so
He does
fun. We really
everything.
talk during commercials.
He does everything by
Commercials
the book.
are made to.
No, no, I'm saying we're so fun.
If
You
I
know,
may say so,
commercials-
he wrote the book himself.
That's
so.
but Neil, you know what? I am angry at these other radio station, television stations. You
Red
have a
line,
commercial.
blue line.
You just talk. You know, you don't even discuss it. You people should discuss the commercial.
We're discussing
Right,
Posh.
us, we are because we're better.
Yeah, we're
show.
just better at it.
Posh we can discuss.
You know, wait.
'cause we like it.
You know what I love? There's these long commercials where like happiness, you and your family, and then it's like duck sauce, buy it today. Like they just randomly like there's an entire story going on, and at the end they say what the product is.
How about
Nothing to
people-
do with it.
How about people that are like partying on the beach and like running up and down and they're drinking like Fanta? Like I don't know.
You think
I'm
alcohol
drinking
there?
Fanta, I'm not
I don't
having
know.
such a
But
party.
anyways,
I don't know.
So I want to tell you guys. I
Are
want
they
to tell.
wearing Pampers?
Sometimes.
I want to tell you what happened to me today.
This
I
is-
was Neil. I was.
This is an edited edition.
But Neil, hello Neil. While you're having
Yes.
while you're having your conversation with Z, I was today picking up the telephones and somebody.
You pick up, huh?
I do pick up phones, and somebody calls and says, "I don't understand you. A lady called me, and I do business with her. Says, do you consider women second-class citizens?" I said, "No. Just because I call them cover, it's not really." She said, "I'm going to raise my price on you." I said, "No. I didn't mean it in a bad way. Cover is a good thing."
It's not.
Then she says to me, "How can you make fun of Esty and bother her all the time?" I said, "I don't make fun of Esty. I love Esty." She says, "No, you treat her terribly." I don't. Do I treat you terribly, Esty?
No, I mean, I think he's gotten better.
But
No.
she says,
No, but who is this woman calling you and telling you she's going to raise your price?
because I
Maybe you're going to take her business, your
No.
business
I
elsewhere.
quiet. Don't get so she listens to the show. I need her. She's a great. So she says to me, "Why do you consider a second-class citizen?" I said, "Because you most women, not all women, which I love all women,
Basically, the women in his life.
are below us." She says, "Well, we were created from you." I said, "Correctly. You were taken from the leftover rib, the one that we didn't need.
Why do we
The
have one
extra
extra
part.
rib anyway?
We don't have it anymore. We gave it to the women."
Right. I'm saying, what was this? It was uneven? Like how?
It wasn't uneven. It was.
Did they have like a weird bump in there? So yeah.
So that's
No,
why.
let me say something on that. I do believe that women were created for men. I
Ah.
think so, but
Yeah.
I think it's not one is higher, different purposes completely. Are you going to compare like a guy who makes tuna sandwiches to a guy driving a bus? Like, okay, that sounds weird, but what I'm saying is they're
Where
just
do you
No,
get
but
how
tuna
about eating
sandwiches?
popcorn and
No,
a chip?
what I'm saying is they have different-
They're both
No, no,
snacks.
they have different
no,
purposes, but they're equal.
That's not true. I mix
Yeah.
my popcorn and potato chips together in the
I
same
know
bag.
they have companies that do that for a living.
No
by the
way.
way.
Yeah, they
It's
do
a
it for
ready
you.
mix. It's
They
a
mix it
party
for
mix.
you.
Oh, the party mix with the pretzels is no
Yeah.
good.
No,
I only like potato
'cause
chips
you don't
and
like the
popcorn.
pretzels.
Right.
But in the party mix, they give you some of that hot stuff. That's what's
so
good
great.
about it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they
but why
also
not-
give you cheese twists.
The
I
cheese
just want the
twist.
whole bag of the
So
cheese
good.
twists.
Now who's winning?
Hey, you're the
here?
boy. You're the man.
Ah,
So
come
guys,
on.
now as we were coming here, and David could be my witness, we're driving over here.
Oh, you always need a witness.
I do need a witness because you people lie. So Esty, for the 400th time, my new bestie, by the way, she dumped you. She wanted you.
Thank God. I mean,
You're out. No, she really wants you back, but you can't. So I'm her new bestie. She called me a narcissist.
No.
Wait. Let me finish. A narcissist, and that I need. Her therapist told her that I'm sick.
No, wait, what? My therapist did not say that. He said that the only benefit
that
of
you're
not
sick or she's sick?
Somebody's sick, but it has to be me.
no, basically the only benefit of a narcissist stopping to be a narcissist is that he would have better, more meaningful relationships, but you don't notice that your relationships are not as perfect, so it's not enough
My
incentive.
relationship's so good. I love everybody.
Right,
Everybody
but
loves
no,
me.
right, but there could be a deeper, better one. But for you, it's not worth it because you don't see the benefits
Let's
of
get
dealing
Linda
with
on
it.
the phone. Let's
Right,
find
anyway,
out who's loving
right.
who.
I love everybody, but one minute. And so a narcissist, I thought a narcissist creates fires. No.
No, that's a pyromaniac.
Arsonist.
Close enough.
Narcissist.
And a lot of syllables.
There has to be something. Narcissist. That's so
Yeah.
stupid. Narcissistic.
No, what's the one that is totally self-centered and
Egotistic?
No.
Yeah.
No, that's narcissism.
Narcissistic. Yeah.
Oh, narcissist.
Oh, so I'm self-centered. I didn't know you
Yeah.
were insulting me. All the way over. I was so happy
The
because.
world revolves around you.
Okay, so
In
far
other
so
words, you're
good.
a kind of guy who calls up JetBlue and you say, "Oh, you have a 9 o'clock flight." No, they say 9, 11, and 1, and you say, "No, I need something at 12." Could you just
But I
switch
don't
that
believe
up?
that's-
You got 3 weeks notice.
Neil,
just switch it up for me, all right?
Neil, you know me 35 years. Am I narcissistic?
Don't answer that.
Answer
It's a
that.
trap.
I'm not capable of answering that.
Wow. I'm very
I'm not a
dis-
doctor.
You're in big
I'm
trouble
not a-
tonight.
No, you see, but this is the thing. Because I know that, I understand where it comes from, and I can't judge him anymore.
Right, so she believes that I have mommy issues.
No,
And
basically,
that's why I hate all women. And I'm not. Is that correct? And I'm narcissistic.
Hold on. If you want to comment or call in, you can reach us at 718-303-9090. Basically say that when you don't get enough approval as a kid, you need to build yourself up because no one else is giving you the approval. And that's why narcissists think they're special, they're different, they're meant to do something great because they need to build themselves up because they were never, there was a change in their life and there was never enough positive reinforcement.
Is that the question I asked you a couple of months ago?
What was the question?
Like why people, some people can toot their own horn and others don't?
Maybe, but narcissism isn't such a. There's not a lot of them. It's
I'm
not.
a little ahead of.
So I'm one of the
you know.
main narcissists.
No. It's maybe. I didn't look at the percentage, but it's not most of the
But you
population.
said
Maybe 5%.
narcissists. Oh, I'm only part of 5%.
I don't know. Maybe more. I don't know.
4% of it right
So
there.
narcissists are good or bad?
The world revolves around me.
They're
Esty,
what?
narcissists are good or bad?
They're not healthy. It's not bad. They're not bad people. They're just not healthy. They're not living to the
I don't
fullest
really-
extent.
I don't really know.
I
don't really know. I can't.
You know what's
I'm not
happy?
sure
I see. You know,
how many of the symptoms you have to actually be called a narcissist. In other words,
I
if
looked
you
them
have
up.
3 out of 8, so I don't know. Are you a narcissist? No.
What
you
about
know.
6 out of 8?
I don't know what the number
you
would
have to be 8 out of
you
8.
know?
You know, I'm an optimist. For example, we're driving over here, and Esty says, you know, if you believe it's going to rain, it's going to rain. So I stopped the car, and I started screaming, rain, 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 rain. It didn't rain. Then she says, no, you have to really believe it. So I started to believe gold coins fall from heaven. Again, it didn't happen. And then,
Okay, so let me clarify his rambling. I was talking about The Secret. People have watched that video. It's
it's a
basically
stupid video.
maybe it is, but they say if you really believe something, you know it's gonna happen.
I believe I'm not an narcissist.
No, you know, you know why you're so successful? Because you see
Oh, I'm
something.
successful.
Yes, you see it. You know what you want, and you believe you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it great.
That's not narcissism.
That's not. I love
is.
people, and people should
That's-
love other people.
No. I'm not
And
talking about narcissism. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that because you see your goal in front of you and you say, I'm going to do it, you get it done. Like
I
The
see
Secret.
no goal. My goal is to make it to the end of the day.
Okay, but people who, let's say, have miserable lives are people who are always expecting bad things to happen. Like, oh, I'm not going to be happy. This is going to happen. Happy people are people who are like, everything's going to be great. Good things are going to happen. If you believe that everything's going to turn out negative, yes, your life is more negative. That's why I believe a
The
little bit in The
pessimist
Secret.
always wins over the
Right.
optimist.
Always.
More things go
Go
wrong in
wrong, yeah.
life.
I don't think
than-
that's true.
Oh, for sure.
I
That's
always
a
look
fact.
for the worst of everything. I know everything is going to go
No,
bad.
that's just a pessimist. That's actually nowadays it's just called a realist.
a realist. And,
No,
and
it's
then
true.
if
No.
anything turns out good, I figure out a way how to fix it before it gets there.
Dude, it's like driving. Like you're I forgot my point. Go on.
Anyways,
It's the same thing
anybody
with a lot of racism.
anybody who wants to
Oh, no,
quote
I get
Racism
it.
is realism
So no,
also.
it's like when you're driving, right? It's like a video game. Every 2 minutes, a person comes out, and then a car comes out, and you have to wait that everyone's gonna crash into you at any moment. Like driving in New York is like a video game.
well, if you stole
You gotta like avoid the
if
bump,
you-
avoid the person. The
Right.
bike came out of nowhere. You know, like those.
that only
There's a lot
happens.
going on.
Yeah, you gotta get the video game to
Esty,
be able to
that
You should
drive.
be a plane pilot.
Yeah.
That only happens when you're driving stoned. Anyways, now
Esty does not drive.
she
so
doesn't. She
That's
better
true.
not.
No, I
She
don't.
does
She
not.
better not.
No, I don't.
She doesn't realize.
I let
she's
someone else
driving.
drive.
Now, I want
That was
now,
funny.
Neil, now, before we get into some serious political
Oh,
issues,
serious.
I want to tell you
Political. How about-
again why
What?
I have a new problem today.
Oh, no.
Okay,
I'm
hold
upset.
on.
I'm
It's
upset.
possible to have more
Hold on.
problems than you already
I
have.
just want to tell you guys, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. If you'd like to call in, you can reach us at 718-303-9090.
What are they calling in about?
Whatever they
So
please.
watch
Yeah.
this. I got something
We
good
have
for
to
you.
give them something to talk about.
I want you to hear this. It's called the rat out idol worship. Are you ready for this, Neil? You're gonna
Idol worship?
Listen to this. Better than that. It's IDLE in parentheses.
Ideal.
We're going to pay New Yorkers to video offenders. That's what these politicians, these
Oh my
two.
God.
Are you ready for the word? Because I'm going to say it in a minute, and I don't care if the producer comes screaming at me.
Is a Nazi?
If you see something, they'll pay something. The city lawmakers, 2 city lawmakers, want to recruit everyday New Yorkers
Oh my
to help
God.
battle the scourge of idling vehicles by paying them to video footage that results in fines. City Council member Helen Rosenthal, Corver 1, and Donovan Richard, Pig 2,
Where are
wants.
they from? Those
Who cares? I really don't. I think they can't be.
Oh,
They're
from-
trying. Oh my God!
What
This is where it all
define-
goes south.
Define idling vehicles.
I'm going to tell you. Wait a minute. Let me
What's the
finish. I'm
problem?
going to explain it to you. We'll introduce a bill
They're making
Wednesday.
us snitches.
No, wait a minute. We'll introduce a bill Wednesday that would give citizens up to 50% of the summons revenue if
Oh
they
my
catch somebody
God.
breaking the idling law. That means if
Oh,
you're
but
sitting in
truck-
your car,
It's gonna be a job.
no, wait a minute. So listen
Car.
to
I
this.
can sit on my car all
A
day. if I
video,
want.
and then you submit the video to the Department of Environmental Protection.
Oh
The
my
exact
God.
cut for the videographer would be determined by the DEP, another Nazi agency. They said,
God.
but citizens and forces could make hundreds, even thousands of dollars
So
a
half
day.
of the weirdos in the city have nothing better to do
The
with
bill-
their goddamn
the bill-
lives.
the
Are
bill-
gonna run around
right.
with cameras every second,
Right,
like
so
get in
now
your
don't
face.
scream, Neil, don't scream about unemployment.
Hold on.
The bill would keep first-time idling violations punishable by just a warning, but would boost fines for second offenses from $350 to $1,500.
What is the idling law?
Right,
You're not allowed to idle? It says
and
Yeah,
would yield
buses
heftier
and
fines.
trucks
And wait a
second
minute,
areas.
you're not allowed to
And-
worship idols. I
And
know
if you
that.
if you commit a second time to fine between 2 and 4 year period, you get a $2,000 fine. Citizens seeking into cash on their videos
Whoa.
would first have to undergo training by the DEP, which will be offered 5 days per year under the current plan. On one block alone, he says he can give somebody. This guy gets 20 tickets. He can get somebody 20 tickets a day. He says he even made a. Listen to this one.
This
he made
is
He's
This-
probably by a
outrageous.
bus depot
this
or
guy,
something.
George Packdaham, an anti-idling advocate, he even made a movie called The Idle Threat.
What's the idling law? We're talking
Idling
about
law,
private
that means
cars?
you cannot idle your car for more than like a minute. You can't
What?
stop, pull over,
I
wait.
thought that's
in
only for
certain
buses or
areas.
trucks.
What's it? It doesn't say
Where it
that.
says no,
No, I think
idling.
so. Yeah.
Yes.
If
That's
I
what
want to
it
sit in
is.
front of my house and burn my gasoline all day,
No,
that's my goddamn problem.
I'll tell you why not. Because
No,
of
I
the
don't think you're wrong.
environmental problem.
What?
Nobody
No.
understand what that point. But
I
I
think
want to
you're
ask
wrong.
you
I
a
think you're wrong.
question. Why can't we have
That would turn into anarchy.
Why can't we do just the
It is going to turn
opposite?
into that.
First, on a pilot program for 1 year, we have people follow all these councilmen and senators and assembly people and take pictures and movies of everything that they do
Yeah.
illegal.
Yes.
Just like jaywalking and parking in illegal spots because they have the permit.
Why don't we just get rid of all the cops and just have all the citizens run around and just
Right.
with video
That's
cameras
what the
and
KGB
yeah,
did.
what the hell?
Everybody
No,
works
no,
for
you
them.
know, no, hold on.
My question to you is, where is our councilman and assemblyman, Mr. Hyken and Greenfield, on this issue? Mr. Hyken and Mr. Greenfield.
I can the state.
State.
This
State
is
assembly.
city
It doesn't.
council.
So I'd like to know. First of all, this is more revenue, more billions of dollars. By the way, I was reading today.
No, you know what I'm mad
that
about?
our
How
state-
could they make New Yorkers snitches? They're making us betray each other.
Not
That's
only
like this
betray,
is how it all goes south. The
money.
government's against you, then they get the people to be half against you.
No,
Throw them into chaos and then take over.
This is
But
what,
how about
this is
when you're
what
building
Russia
a
was
house
like.
and your
Yeah.
next door neighbor keeps calling the building the
Yeah,
bomb?
311. It doesn't end. They call for the dumbest. Do you know my neighbor put out garbage in the corner and it wasn't real garbage, and they actually have to
So
send
they
out an
ratted you
inspector.
out.
Not me, but every minute they call, you should see how many 311 calls called. Now the state budget I was reading is $142 billion. How much more money do you want?
They're crazy.
No, it's just not allocated right. It's not used right.
I know.
bet you
We
can
really
run
got to
it
do
on
Operation Clean
I
Sweep
bet you
and
could run it on
fast.
half.
half.
And this just doesn't end. But this
Half, and it
idling
won't
law.
make a difference.
But these are what our assemblymen and our senators and our councilmen are doing. They have nothing better what to do than to come up with a new law to
and
punish
that's
us.
why yesterday I was upset with you, but we didn't follow through because somehow you switched the topic again.
Wow.
You know, stop looking at the $100 bills and all of that crap. You have $142 billion getting flushed down the toilet.
Yeah, do
half
you know
of it.
a couple nights
Forget
ago?
about $300-400
Yeah.
million out of that, okay?
Okay.
Forget about that.
My
No,
point
serious.
is I have to wake up in
Come
the
on.
morning. I have to wake up in the morning. I have to be able to pay for my train and my new toll to go over the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah.
So I explain to me that I need that extra $100.
A couple nights ago, I was driving with my friend from Queens to wherever it was. We got 2 flat tires in a row. It was almost like comical because we got one flat and we changed it. And then a minute later, we got another flat because the goddamn potholes are so big. If you're driving anything over 40 miles an hour,
Oh,
you're
and
done.
you didn't see other
And then-
people on the side?
Tons. And then you drive through the battery tunnel and it says, surprise, the toll's going up in another week. What the hell is where is the money? I just don't understand. How is it that the
There's
city
no
with the biggest
accounting.
tolls has the
Right.
worst goddamn
Right.
streets?
Forget
Explain
the
it to
worst
me.
goddamn streets, the worst condemn,
Which they
everything.
Everything-
really
I don't-
don't take
where's
care
the
of
money?
stuff.
By the way,
Florida, there's no tolls and
We
everything
do
is
no
fine.
maintenance.
Hello, by the way, Neil.
Hundreds of
Neil-
thousands
when
of dollars.
Neil took me home yesterday in the car, and Neil broke the law. He was driving down Ocean Parkway at 29 miles an hour. And I told
What's the
him,
speed limit? 25 now?
25. I said,
Oh my
Neil,
God,
slow
I might as well
down.
just-
And he purposely went up to 32 miles an hour. I said, Neil, stop. I started screaming. You can have us killed.
So yeah, this is the Just Enough Heshy show. You can call in about any topic at 718-303-9090. Yes.
So that's it. So I would like to. It's not your time for commercials. Then we get paid every time she says it.
It's true.
Do we? So let's make
yeah.
the whole show commercials. I don't need to talk. More money for us. Let's do it.
So yeah, we have Le Buffet.
You got it, woman. Nobody tweeted me tonight. Yes.
Oh, you're right. Hold on, I got to do that thing too.
Oh, did we?
Okay, let me start again.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, you didn't do Gotham. You missed it.
Is that how I'm like 1, 2, 3? The
Yeah,
train?
sure. Go ahead. I'm taking off my scarf. It's so
I guess
hot
they're
in
not
here.
paying enough.
It is hot. I don't know what's going
Can
on.
somebody shut off the heat over here? I'll even let you put on the air conditioning. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like a heat wave outside.
Okay.
It finally cracked 40.
I know.
It was like, wow.
Wonderful day today. I walked outside without my coat for like
But
3
some
seconds.
places were flooded, man.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I know. I stepped in a big puddle today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The whole west side of New York is
yeah?
upside down.
What's going on?
Yeah,
Well, tell us. I didn't even
they're
hear about
trying
this.
to redo the roads, so they're closing off lots of streets at a time, and you can't move. You
Right.
can't move. Gridlock all day long.
Today, also,
It's,
I
it's
love it.
terrible. And this is de Blasio sitting over there. He doesn't know from
Nothing.
nothing. That's it. He knows he gets his car, and they.
Today I saw 3 garbage trucks following one without the other, with their above the ground, their
Right.
shovel. It was so funny. I said,
Busted.
Neil, I wish I would have videotaped. They were moving so
Now
quick.
then send that in.
Where were they going so fast?
Nothing, because it's all BS.
Right.
Because they have a monitor in their thing,
Oh, so they
it
gotta do
shows they
mileage.
went
The
thing,
route.
and that's it.
Very cool.
But cool. That's called wasting money.
Right.
These sanitation
Instead,
guys,
go
you
out
know,
and be picking up the garbage and cleaning
do
up.
something.
Right.
You're in the truck.
Hold
you're
on
moving.
a second. You know what? Let's turn this thing around with sending videos to the department to catch people. We want to do
Facebook
every
works,
single
nothing else works.
government truck thing that does something illegal. Every cop that does something illegal. Every time
There might be some
when the garbage
website,
truck
I
isn't
think.
sweeping
think
underneath, when
there
there's like a
is such
space
a
there.
web-
There are
website.
people that do it.
No. But I mean is if we instead of ratting on our neighbors,
Oh, okay.
rat on them. They watch every video because they want the money, right?
A lot of people hate.
You know,
We
the
can do
people
a
who write
protest.
tickets,
Yeah.
there's for sure a website that puts everything they do wrong on the
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, Esty. So
All right,
who's
all right.
so who's
We'll cover more about
who's
the
on
West
the
Side
Just Enough
afterwards.
Heshy show?
East
So yeah.
side, west side.
Okay, so this is the Just Enough Heshy show. We're on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. You can call in at 718-303-9090. We have Le Buffet, located on 55th and 17th Avenue.
Wonderful.
They do breakfast, lunch, dinner, and catering. You can call them at 718-438-7612.
Today I got a
That's
vegetable.
only dairy, by the way. You can't get bacon and eggs there.
No, but I got you can get a soup. I got a nice vegetable soup today. I'm on a diet.
Oh, you're on a diet?
Started a diet today.
Good for
Today?
you.
Yeah. Well, really before, but I kept breaking it. Today's my official diet day.
Wow.
What do you have back there? What are you eating right
I
there?
did have some nuts and it's not really.
No,
cheap.
nuts is okay.
Yeah. Nuts is okay,
Oh,
yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
Excellent.
not too much. It's fattening,
Okay.
but
Good.
it's a healthy fat.
Fine. Okay.
So yeah, we have the Black Label e-cigarettes. You can go to
Don't
blpremiumesig.com.
be excited about it when you say it, Esty.
Yeah, Mikey's just.
Mike is
not.
like, Mike is listening to the show. Yeah.
Okay,
Esty,
fine, got it. blpremiumesig.com. No, okay.
You know, Esty's doing voiceovers now for pole dances.
Yeah.
For what?
Pole dances.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. What?
And she has a beautiful voice. I don't know why she doesn't use it properly on the show. That's
And
why I
a
let her open the
beautiful
show.
Yeah,
face.
I love that Seinfeld when George gets his nail,
His hands,
paid for his-
yeah, right.
Wow.
No, but
What a
lit-
job.
Which one are you talking about?
When he became a hand model.
Oh, of course. Yeah. And then the iron burns him and he
But
gets burned. Yeah.
isn't that like the best job?
Anyways, Esty, go ahead. Yes.
so yeah, I'll
What
tell
a
you
joke.
about
What do
the
you talk a
voiceover
couple
soon.
words?
Okay, we have
I'll do it. Anybody need somebody for voiceover? I'll do it.
Right. Go
Let's
ahead.
go.
Esty. So
I was first.
We have electric cigarettes. Who do
So-
you call for these electric
so you
cigarettes?
call Mikey at
You call
5.
Mikey.
So yeah, you call him at 561-239-5941. You can also go to blpremiumesig.com. Let's see, we have Yossi Lefkowitz, located on 16th and 48th Street. You can call him for personal training. He's really good at it. I explained it like 10 times, the 17 certificates and
Just
whatnot.
say, call if you need a personal trainer. Call Yossi
Yeah.
Lefkowitz. He's wonderful. He's smart and good.
So yeah,
So
call
now you
him.
call them like for short, Corv?
Okay. So yeah, you
Not a
can.
bad idea. I
It's
didn't
like
think of
instead
that.
of horror, ho, like this core of
You don't say bad words. Go ahead.
Right.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
so you can call Yossi at 347-816-5207. We have Posh located at 502 Avenue U. They also have a store on M. If you go in and tell them you ask them for the Just Enough Heshy discount, they'll give you 15% off.
Good.
15% off. That's a lot of money.
By the way, every time I say 15% off, I think Geico. I can't help
Oh,
it.
very cool. Go ahead.
15 minutes could save you 15%
Right?
on
They
your
keep
pizza.
saying 15. Every word
On your
15
pizza
reminds
order.
you. If
Oh,
you, by the way,
by
say
the way,
I have 15
Esty-
cats, it'll be like 15% or more.
Esty,
They
I
really
got,
drilled it in there.
Esty, I got a Twitter. They don't like when you shake your chair.
Okay, I'm gonna stand really still.
Who's they?
One of the
I
Twitter
think-
people.
I
They're
think
trying to look at you and you're moving too fast.
Right.
The whole reason they're tuning in is because, we have
Right,
the
go ahead.
sex cells over here.
We don't tell people that you could. Do you know that we stream live on YouTube and you could actually see us
And now I have
live?
to be perfect. I can't touch my hair. I can't turn in my seat. I'm just gonna sit perfectly still.
Told you it's a big mistake.
I liked it. I like the camera.
You
Go
know,
ahead.
before the camera, we were doing this.
Go ahead, Esty.
What do you mean? I had my makeup and hair done for
Go
this.
ahead. Yeah.
So yeah, Posh and Avenue U. You can call them.
Great pizza.
Great pizza.
Amazing
really, it was
pizza.
great.
Great,
It was
whatever
very
it
I went
good.
there 4 times since I know of the place. So yeah, you can call them at 718-676-9353.
Do they deliver?
I think they do.
Oh, Neil.
I
Oh,
don't see no delivery.
I don't see no delivery.
oh my gosh,
Posh.
and it's right here. We can
Is there
totally.
pizza in front of me?
Hello,
We didn't
producer, call Posh. Get us a 15% discount. Go ahead.
So yeah, and then we have.
Yeah, we'll take the pizza some other time. Just get us the discount.
Go ahead.
So yeah, we have Green Line Building Consultants. You can call them at 718-871-0382.
You can call, and we're located at 5318 16th Avenue. We do asbestos forms, and we're selling the premium electric cigarette right from the door. So you walk in for $1.25. I'll give you one of them for like $5, a nice big one. I know I'm greedy.
One minute. You
You're not
still
greedy.
have the New York Post there?
Yeah.
Oh, good. No, let them know.
Oh, no. We stopped selling New York Post. The neighborhood doesn't allow us to sell the New York Post.
Excuse me?
The neighborhood,
Really?
they told us it's a dirty paper, and they
Well,
took
that's true.
and they came to me.
Why didn't you put it next to a penthouse or something like that?
And one
When
guy-
you go into ShopRite, they have the cover over most of the
Right.
magazines,
Right.
even if it's not like a sex magazine.
Right,
It's like
Inquirer or
Penthouse, exactly, or
whatever,
whatever
yeah.
it is.
so I should do that. Smart idea.
It's
No,
like any
But they
magazine with
told me I'm
women.
not
Good
allowed to
housekeeping.
sell it at all because little kids might buy it and it's bad. I said, but they'll go somewhere else. Too bad. I said, I only make a nickel on it, but they don't care.
Boy,
So,
you
yeah,
fought for that nickel.
so-
I'm
I do
sure.
work hard.
How much you work? What? A month or two fighting them to allow you to keep it?
So yeah, you can go to Facebook and like us on the Just
we're
Enough
looking
Heshy.
for 500. Anybody who likes us on Facebook,
We'll like you back.
We'll like you back. Good. I can't give them money. Go ahead.
So yeah, like us on Facebook, the Just Enough Heshy Show. Twitter, hashtag Just Enough Heshy. We have a Just Enough Heshy Gmail account.
What'd they say tonight? That
And we're live on YouTube. Just go to Just Enough Heshy. We're the first video that pops up.
Now, Neil,
Again,
that
our
you
phone
can-
number is 718-303-9090.
can I tell you an interesting story?
I wish you would.
Okay, this is for all of you.
Oh,
We know
man.
that we have Labor Day weekend, and we have Martin Luther Day holiday, and we have Memorial Day, we have Christmas, New Year's, Hanukkah, and all these other holidays. Here's a new
Lent.
Now, here's a new one for you. Now that he's closing schools on 2 Muslim holidays,
Oh, that's starting next year. I heard about that.
Mayor de Blasio is being pressured to keep his word and add the Lunar New Year to the list.
It's wonderful.
To be fair, we have so many Jewish holidays that we definitely can't. We of all people can't complain about the Muslims wanting.
It's
couple
not a
holidays.
Muslim, but a Lunar
No,
New
but
Year.
they're also going to be Muslim holidays
No, but
that they're
listen to this one.
celebrating next year.
18,
That's what I heard.
18 legislators sent a letter to His Honor's Monday, to His Honor, urging him to include the celebration as a day off on the school year. The
I wonder
Lunar-
what the racial profile
Woman,
of
the
those
Lu-
18
Woman, the
who
Lunar
sent the
New,
letter.
the Lunar New Year, which is celebrated by Asians worldwide, fell during the scheduled school winter recess this year. But next year it lands on a school day in February, forcing students who celebrated to take an excuse day off. We commend you again for. Come on, please. Are you crazy?
This
Why
is
don't-
what they're worried
Why
about.
don't we give
You're upset
everybody
about
new?
a day off?
Why don't we give everybody new shoe day? Why don't we give everybody new underwear day?
by the way, they have that. It's a day that everyone goes on the train without
I'm liking
pants.
No pants subway ride.
It's called
I'm
no pants
liking
subway
it.
ride.
I'm not a big
Yeah, I know
fan
some
of the
people-
schools.
Wait, Heshy, did you hear what I said?
I heard nothing.
No. Okay, so the people
Do you
go
really
to.
want him to go and ride the subway without pants? I don't want to
No,
see that.
there's one day where if you go on the subway, a lot of people just aren't wearing pants, skirts. It's like it's National Pants Day or something.
Are you crazy?
I'm telling you, it's a real thing.
Yeah,
Zombie
it was
must-
just- subway ride.
2 months ago, I think it was.
It's not such a big deal. See,
but a lot of people
They're-
just do
they're
it
real-
without. Yeah.
anybody could do it on no pants subway ride. The real fun is to not wear pants on like a random Monday. Then it's much more exciting. That's what I would like to
so
see.
as we continue with our stupid stories of the day,
Don't call them stupid. They're your stories.
they're my stories because I'm very upset about these stupid shit. So
I want to hear more
so-
about what's happening in the Upper West Side.
before you go to that, I'm going to give you somebody. Some lady on the Upper West Side, really Queens. A woman is suing the maker of Veet hair removal cream, saying that she suffered third-degree burns
Beards?
Yeah.
because she wasn't properly warned not to sunbathe after she used the product. Wait, it gets
Yeah.
better. Lauren Waterman, Corver, director of Soho Fashion Boutique in Chloe, whatever, hit record bankster with a negligence suit in Manhattan federal court Monday, claiming the warning label, it said on the warning label, was too vague. I mean, she did not. I don't
What did it say?
It said, don't go out sunbathing after you use the product.
And she went out sunbathing.
Yeah. But it
And
was
first
too
of all,
vague.
there have to be legal notices for the dumbest possible things. It's like they sell
But
a
people-
Superman cape in a toy store
but
and have to
people-
say, "Will not let user
But
fly."
people
Goes
get
on
to
down.
sue, but people are suing you for the dumbest things.
Well,
And
that's because there's no tort reform.
Why is it in Israel
That's
nobody
because
sues? I think,
Everyone sues.
really? They said in
Israel
Israel.
has higher per capita
No, they
lawyers
said that
than
if you
anywhere else.
no, but I think in Israel, if you lose the case, you have to pay for their lawyer also.
that I'm not sure.
And over
No.
here, you don't have to do
I
that.
think in
Right. So
England it's like that.
I think it would encourage people not to sue as easily. They have to pay for the other person's counsel.
Yeah.
Makes no difference. We're just doing crazy things in this city, and that's it. Now to the serious issues. Are you ready, Z? I don't want to talk about the
I'm
West Side.
serious.
Today was a jury. The jury was being shown. I think it was yesterday on the Boston bomber. You know the Boston guy. What's
Yeah.
his name?
Charnev.
Charnev,
Yeah, whatever.
Charnev.
How you pronounce
So
his name?
do you know that he is actually on trial and he actually said he's not guilty?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So
going
he
with
was-
him and his brother.
He's
So he
running-
was randomly running around town
No, no,
shooting
no,
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 he
other
no.
cops?
says he was brainwashed.
He was
by
the
his brother.
juries in
Oh, that's
Boston bomber
believable.
trial was showing a key piece of evidence.
Brainwashed by Islam.
Right.
So you could just blame Islam
That
for his
Doka,
problems.
his brother Dizako, a retard, riding on the inside of the boat he used as a hideout. Prosecutors presented photos of 3 panels of the boat that had messages written in pencil. And to Sarnev's defense, this guy who's on trial has argued that he indeed participated in the bombings, but he was influenced by his radicalized brother in his writings on the boat. And his writing, and Tarnev asked Allah to allow him to reach the highest levels
Right.
of the. So
But the problem is that his brother was killed and he was still continued on the plot.
How much
to-
money are
It's
we
not
wasting
it's-
on this crap?
It's, no,
No, I really wanna
but I'll
know,
tell
how
you
much
why
money?
It's not on the clock because I was watching the news. First of all, it shows that after the bombings, he hung around somewhere. He went shopping in a store. Then he met his friends back in the college, and he went to the gym to work out for an hour. So
Just part of my regular day.
Right, my regular day. I blew up a bus. I'm radicalized.
That's a
myself.
great, bombing a marathon is like almost running.
So
it.
he
That's a good
wasn't
workout.
radicalized.
No?
And by the way, he says he didn't like killing innocent people because it's forbidden by Islam to do so.
Yeah,
What?
Islam would never do such a thing.
How
Obviously,
could he
it's
change his
forbidden by Islam.
mind? Why would he do it if Islam didn't allow
Here's
it?
a question for
Because he
you.
was brainwashed, and you know what? I believe he has a chance to get off.
I was
without-
about to say, I'm so scared that this country is so messed up and so bleeding heart that some stupid liberal lawyer and liberal jury is going to
All
be like,
you need
oh,
is
the
one
poor
juror.
guy. Yeah, well.
One juror.
Exactly. And he'll
I'm-
probably get
but the
up because
point
the
is
poor
the
guy.
guy-
oh,
I'm guessing
man.
I'm the liberal you hate because I kind of think that too.
But I want to ask
Here,
you.
eat
So
this.
I want to ask you. A
How
question.
much are we
So, Z,
spending on this crap?
Z, I want to ask you a question, and don't get angry at me, Neil.
Who gets angry at
Is
you?
this guy getting a fair trial?
Of course he is.
He's not-
Much more fair than
Do
he'll
you
ever
see
get.
his-
Why, we have to bring him to the Congo or something to
but
give him a fair trial?
What do you mean?
Are there Muslims on the
It ha-
jury?
now it has to be the same faith.
What?
Not the same faith, the same kind of people. He has a right to be represented
People of his
by
peers.
his peers.
So only crazy people can be on the jury?
What does it mean? Only murderers could judge a murderer?
So
What
you're
does that
telling
mean?
me that
A jury of your peers means
Do you
people
actually believe he's getting a fair trial?
much more fair than he would get anywhere else
That's
on
not
planet
the answer. I'm
Anywhere
asking.
else on Earth.
That is the answer.
No, I
As
believe,
fair as
I
can be.
believe that this guy is not getting a fair trial.
Yeah, that's why we're going to appoint him some lawyer and waste our time and money.
And I want you to know he's going to get it overturned by stating that he wasn't a fair trial. And either way, he's not going to get the death sentence for 20, 30 years.
By the way,
So
That's fine, let him rot. I
He's
don't
just
care.
gonna rot in jail. I
Yeah.
don't care if he doesn't get the
can I
death
ask you this?
sentence.
What if it is true? What if this guy just
Imagine
really
if
was
he has to
brainwashed?
eat meal mark
They're all
food.
brainwashed. What do you mean? The people that flew a
Yeah.
plane into a building, they weren't
Yes,
brainwashed?
yes, but if they can change, what's the point of keeping them in prison?
So
What?
If he realizes he's
'Cause you have
brainwashed,
to
maybe
pay for
he's out of it.
You
No,
don't
no,
have
no,
to
no,
pay
no.
for your
Certain
mistakes. That's what you don't
mistakes
seem to understand.
and certain actions,
Yeah.
the price
Condemn
must
you
be
for
paid.
life.
Like, I don't understand.
must
This guy
be
pissed
paid.
me off, so I'll stab him in the face. But
Must
I was
be
upset.
paid.
I was in a
I
bad
don't
state of
believe a
mind.
guy who's a rapist or a murderer.
Rapist is different.
I know.
Why? Why?
Oh, because I'm a
yeah,
woman.
because I'm
Oh,
a
okay,
right,
I
right.
understood.
You see how you pick something that's not fair.
You know,
What?
but
No, we
someone
shouldn't
who
have prisons.
murders
The second
someone,
if it's you.
but someone who murders someone,
Yeah.
you're willing to say, hey, maybe they'll change. We'll give them good therapy.
Exactly.
I know a good therapist.
It's not the same as being brainwashed your whole life. I think there's.
So,
I don't know.
by the way,
I don't-
Where do you draw the line?
I-
Everybody can claim I was
Okay, let me
brainwashed.
just
Oh,
ask you
sorry.
this.
My
Okay.
neighbor told me to kill the person.
No, no,
so I
wait, hold
did it.
on, hold on.
Hey,
My
Sam
dog.
Hold on a
Berkowitz'
second.
dog.
The dog
Stupidest
told
thing
him.
I've ever heard.
I'm telling you, I wish I
No,
would
but
have heard that. Dog
I'm not
talk.
even angry about that. I'm angry about the fact that I'm even thinking that there's a chance that he might get off because of that, because that's how messed up our country
But let's
is.
be
That's why
honest
I'm
with
Hold
you,
getting
on.
he's never
angry.
going to get
Hold
off.
on.
You never know in this
We're
country,
prejudiced.
honestly.
We are
Did you hear-
prejudiced against the Muslim
Did you
people in
hear
this
there was a
country.
school?
1 minute, we are prejudiced against the Muslim people in this country, and I'm telling you, we're just going to find him guilty only because he's Muslim,
No.
not
We are
because he's
prejudiced.
Yes.
That's why we give
Yeah.
them all the tax
This is the most
deductions,
liberalized
all
country
the
in the world.
non-profit.
everybody gets that.
Muslim.
Everybody
What do you
gets
mean?
that.
So what do you want them to have more than anyone
But
else?
you know that.
Do you know you go down Coney Island Avenue on Friday? There's a cop who's double parked there, and he lets everybody double park
Yeah,
there
because
because there's a mosque
church
over there, whatever, and that's it. You know,
Wow.
they get plenty of benefits. Don't kid yourself. They're in
But
the lunch program, they're in the book program, and they're milking the system dry.
This is everyone.
And you know who's teaching them how to do it?
Who?
The Jews.
Rabbi this, Rabbi that, you know all of them. It's
Anyways,
all
this
a
is
rabbi.
this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call in at 718-303-9090.
No,
I wanted
one
to-
second. By the way,
We're on Monday and Tuesday from
school
7 to 9 p.m.
vouchers drop dead. No way should we have school vouchers.
What are you crazy in
Why
your
not?
head?
For who?
For everybody, school vouchers
Okay,
is great.
let me tell you something. I did a little homework in the
Right.
school voucher system.
Right.
Okay, because some of these politicians are patting themselves on the back that
Right.
they're almost there, you know,
Right.
for the last 32 years. But anyway, there's another state, okay, that got school voucher, and they realized that 2 years, 3 years after the first vouchers were given out and done, not one penny was lowered from the tuition of the students in the school.
Correct, but
well,
they didn't have to pay the voucher portion of it.
But what about the fact that most?
No, it was
They
a
got-
scam.
Okay,
the
so-
school took the money and
Okay, so
said
that's
we
another
need it.
story because they run it like crap. but
They
the
say
theory-
we
in theory
need it.
is
They
good.
always need it. So us as parents are going to get double screwed.
Wow.
Okay? And
Yeah.
that's what always happens. You see, the politicians are not looking
my
out for
God.
you. They're looking out for the owner of the school. It's always the little guy getting whacked.
So let's we can fix-
Always.
Okay.
They're not fixing it.
Operation Clean Sweep.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
do-
Let's
see,
do.
now we
Yeah,
know- now
let's do
we have to-
vouchers.
we have to make a change.
Vouchers suck, man.
But hello, your boy Greenfeld
Yeah,
is
man.
in charge of the voucher program. He says the voucher program, he's in charge. He got it all done.
And who are his backers?
I don't know.
Yeshiva College.
Right, Yeshiva World. Yeshiva World. Right.
Okay.
Okay, Rabbi Bubba the Rabbi, something a Rabbi.
Any rabbi.
Yeah, anyways.
If you're a rabbi, you have a bris.
Can I bring up a
Anyways,
story
you
that's
back 'em
really
up.
messed
Before
up?
you bring up a story, I'm going to tell you something. Remember last week I told you how ISIS is going to kill Facebook and Google?
Yeah.
No,
No,
Facebook.
one of them.
Facebook.
Twitter.
No, Twitter.
Oh, the Twitter guy. It's
Hold on. Why are we getting off that topic so quick?
ISIS is now going after NASCAR.
Why?
I have no idea.
They're just
Because they
choosing.
have to be
NASCAR.
able to reach Twitter. They need the vehicles.
They're just
And-
choosing
and-
No, what's the
random.
problem with
and,
NASCAR?
and not only that, they're so smart. You're gonna love this. ISIS militants are using sign language. That's to show that people who are deaf can still wage jihad on terror groups. A report said.
Boy, we were really concerned that the disabled won't be able to participate.
I have a question.
We're very concerned.
Before they light off the bomb, do they sign Allahu Akbar? How do they go? They go like, do they do it like very emphatically? I'm saying they go like.
Thank God we're on YouTube now. They can actually.
The whole fun of being a suicide bomber is that you get to scream Allah Akbar. That's like the whole fun. You get one final
So now that we have YouTube,
when you're signing it,
we can get the deaf to watch our show.
You know what? It's nice that they're somewhat nice.
I can't understand how someone can do it.
I don't know either because they're brainwashed. They should all get off the hook because they're brainwashed.
You want to get them off the hook. Like,
okay, can I ask you this?
You can ask me anything you please.
Fine.
But what's the fun of signing Allahu Akbar? It's not the same. The whole point is you got to like get to yell it. It's like your
can I
final
ask you this?
place
What
of
if
glory.
it was me? I'm a very gullible person, and I believed everything my parents said for a long time. What if I was raised by them that this is what's good? I don't think I would know better. And then let's say I found out and I had killed someone, I would feel terrible, but I would be locked up and nothing else in my life because I was raised in that scenario.
Yeah.
Is that a possibility?
Yeah.
So this person, I'm not saying give him mercy
Sure,
because
the
maybe he
Mormons
sucks.
have that with the women. Right. They married 10 different women.
Right.
And they say, hey, this is how we do it. Whatever. Every once in a while, they bust somebody who's
But there's many of them like that.
Yeah.
And
Utah.
my question is, why do
They're
you?
very successful business people.
Why do they have to get married?
Why
Why can't they just have a girlfriend and married?
They're very sharp.
Well, they're not legally married. They're married by religion. So I don't understand.
So yeah, that's allowed. I can cheat on my whoever.
Well, maybe they are married.
By civil paper?
Not civil paper, but hey, I don't know.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call in about any topic at 718-303-9090.
I have another topic before we get into commercial. But okay, Esty.
What is this? Uncle Heshy? Just Enough Heshy?
It's Just Enough. It's a Just Enough Heshy show. Esty forgot what show she's on.
It's the hashtag.
I said the Just Enough Heshy Show.
It's a liberal show.
I did. You guys don't listen when I talk. Okay.
It's the poor Muslims are brainwashed.
That we're willing to let people do crimes and say, hey, listen, I didn't know better. My uncle did it.
I'm getting so heated up.
I'm telling you, it's hot as hell in here today. It's open.
It is open.
Okay.
Okay, I have a story if you don't want to say yours.
I want to say one more story before I'm going to be quiet.
Let's do one more story.
Okay, Shelley Silver. Okay,
my man.
Are you ready for this?
I keep thinking it's a girl.
This is Neil's guy who I'm going to tell you. Former Manhattan District Attorney Robert Morgenthau,
who's 84 years old, right?
Who knows? I never liked him. Is whispering that the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District, Pret Bharara, has gone too far and publicly shaming defendants, including pending charges against Sheldon Silver.
Yeah.
Morgenthau is worried that Perret is undermining his own legacy by talking about cases, a friend said. Others in the legal community say that a big test is how Braha handles the lawsuit that David Gnek brought against him over the 2010 FBI raid of Gnek's hedge fund. Legal Eagles want to see if Braha invokes prosecutorial immunity. Greg argues the search of his office never should have happened because Braha's investigation used a fabricated statement to justify the research. I mean, I don't understand. These government able are lies. They lie, they submit false evidence, and they get away with it.
Sure.
And if you don't have enough
money,
and
the longer you've been in government, the more list of lies you have, and that's the way it is.
Okay.
Did you hear Hillary tonight?
No, I read about it.
Unbelievable what she said tonight.
She deleted 30,000 personal
listen
emails.
To this. One minute. Listen to this, okay? She says that
I love you, Z. Give me 5. You are my boy.
What did he say?
Nothing. No, you can't say it again. He's gonna kill us.
Okay, she's a curve, a dime a dozen like that.
Exactly.
No, she's a special level.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So get this. She comes out and says, you know what? I participated with the state. They asked me for the emails that I sent.
Right.
Anything to do with government that's on my server, and I went through it, or my staff, and we sent them 30,000 emails out of 60 or 65,000. The others were private, personal emails that have nothing to do with politics. but I'm not going to allow some third party to check my server and investigate what those other 30 whatever thousand emails are.
It's almost as stupid as the IRS emails.
So first of all, just listen to the way she just decided what she's going to cooperate and what she won't, and she's deciding what's good and what's not. But just imagine this: over 4 years, she's Secretary of State.
Yeah.
4 years. She sends out 65,000 emails.
Doing an average week.
And only half are for work.
Yeah.
And the other half are for personal use.
65,000 on her personal account.
No, she only has one account.
No, she
had a personal account. That was the whole point.
That was the whole
she
point.
had a government account too.
No, she didn't use the government.
But she had one.
Of course she had. She didn't use it.
By the way,
use it
she
at all.
probably just couldn't figure out how to use the computer. She was all like,
No,
which
but
one do I
Why?
do?
She was a woman.
She was a woman.
No, 'cause she's
Thank you,
older.
Well, why can't we get to
An old
the
woman,
point
a double
I'm trying to
I'm,
drive home?
okay, by the way, right now I'm trying to teach my grandmother how to use the phone. It's taking time, but she's very determined.
Well,
She still have one of their.
Just get her to watch
rotary
better.
phones.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So what's your point?
That half her time was spent on personal stuff and half her time was spent on government
at
stuff.
nighttime, she's allowed to go home to her husband and do emails. She's allowed
She
to go.
said she only sent her husband 2 emails.
Okay, but when she's on the plane.
2 out of
Hello,
30,000.
she went
They
out-
must be tight.
Hello, when she's on vacation, she can't send emails. I mean, come on, Neil. I walk down the street. I have seen nobody looking up at me. I can walk 3 blocks while everybody's on their phone playing. In my office, I have 8 people working there, and nobody looks at me unless I scream because they're all on their iPhones and and Judaphone.
I
whatever that-
love walking. You walk into any restaurant or any room in general. Here's what you'll see: everybody just like this. Nobody's
It's
talking.
true.
Even a party. I was at a party.
They
the other
don't
night.
know how to talk.
Everyone is just standing along on the side,
Right.
emailing and WhatsApping other people instead of
Enough.
just being with the people that they're there with
Right.
now. And it's crazy.
No,
By the way,
And I'm a big offender. I can't really talk, but there's some situations when you're just like, enough is enough. Like I'm out with my friends. Why am I talking to my other friends?
Because
I'm not
everyone
like-
always wants to know what's going on everywhere
Exactly.
else, and
Nobody
nobody's
actually does
enjoying the
anything.
no, nobody's
Exactly.
enjoying the moment. It's about showing people how much fun you're having while keeping track of everyone else having fun and what they're
Exactly.
doing.
By the way,
Now just think of what you just
Never
said.
ends.
Nobody's ever happy.
and-
Nobody's
and
ever
how
in the moment.
Stupid that is.
It's very
because
stupid.
she's narcissistic.
What? What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know, but it
You
sounds
just
good.
put it in
Nobody
there.
knows how to talk to people face to face anymore because everyone's so used to texting
Right.
and WhatsApping.
No,
and this and that.
because
there are no
according
relationships.
to
Yeah.
SG, everybody's into themselves. So everybody who's into
I
themselves.
said you. Everyone. Wow. See how he exaggerates?
I once dated a girl for over a month and I never ever spoke to her on the phone.
Really?
It was all texting and WhatsApps.
Wow.
Oh,
It was
that's weird.
amazing. It was the best.
Anyways, you're
Nobody
listening-
talks on the phone
Yeah,
anymore.
you're listening to the Justin
They don't know
Heshy
how.
Show. You can call in at
They don't know
718-303-9090. 718-303-9090. Okay, sorry.
I met a good salesman today.
Yeah.
From
At
where?
about 5:15, I went into the dry cleaners on McDonald Avenue, a Chinese dry cleaners.
that's
they
redundant.
do wholesale, big place.
Right.
Using them a couple of years.
McDonald's and what?
J, between I
Don't
and
say the name.
J.
No free advertising.
No
Dry
free-
cleaner,
don't
you want to
worry.
get on the radio, you got to
They
pay us.
for sure are not listening.
They probably don't own the radio.
So
they probably
anyway,
They only own the
Anyway,
radio.
there was an old guy. To me, he looked like a Hebrew type of guy.
Hebrew type of guy. What
Yeah.
does that look like?
I had a beard and
I'm just kidding. Go on.
winter coat, and he was there and he asked, "Who do I talk to?" "I want to talk to the owner." So the lady says, "What do you want?" She says, "I repair machines. I want to introduce myself." "Oh, you have to talk to this, to the other lady. And she's busy right now." He says, "Oh, no problem. I'll wait. Take your time." That's what you don't have today from the younger
The
generation.
patience.
No, and the cold calling. The guy just walked in there.
Right. People
You know,
are scared to do
They
that. I
just
am not
walked
scared to
in
do
there.
that.
That's it. Talk to us. You got something to sell or buy from me? Let's talk.
But you got to have the product to do it. I got that.
Yeah, I was very proud of the man. I was really proud.
Well, I'm just telling you that
That's how you do business.
I agree. And by the
Wow.
way, Chinese kids reminds me of a nice joke I read recently. one of my buddies was walking down in Chinatown, and he sees a sign that says, and all Chinese people all over the place, and it says, Pearlstein's Cleaners. And he's walking around, he sees another sign, Pearlstein, and it's all Chinese signs. Finally, he looks up and he sees Pearlstein's Cleaners and a Chinese sign under it, so I'll be describing it. He walks around the store and he sees all these Chinese cups and tourist attraction things that say Pearlstein's Cleaners. He goes behind the counter, he says, can I meet Mr. Pearlstein? And this Chinese old man says, I'm Mr. Pearlstein. He says, what do you mean? He says, oh, when I came here to the country, the guy in front of me was Alex Pearlstein. And they asked me what my name is, and I told him Sam Ting, and the guy thought that it's the same thing. Anyways, that's
That is really funny. Can I bring up a story?
No,
Not yet. We're going to do you at the end of the hour, but okay.
Why? It's the end of the hour.
Okay, say it. But I want to talk about the phone, the watch
What
phone.
phone?
Go
The
for it.
new phone.
Okay, Apple can wait a minute. You
I
know,
want to get that
You don't need to
phone.
get them any more.
you
press,
don't have to
believe
get
me.
it yet. You
Do
should wait.
Do you
You
know
should
that
wait.
Virtual Galaxy has
you know
that
they're
already.
gonna, you know they're
Stupid
going to give
Apple.
you a ticket if you talk on your phone?
Yeah.
How are they
Okay.
going to catch me
What?
talking on my phone? I think I read somewhere.
No, that's the whole point of it is that it's hands free.
No, but it's on your hand.
Right, but your hands are driving and it's over here, so you're still good.
I
It's the
gotta
same thing
tell
as
you,
having Bluetooth.
I can't see people going to wear a watch.
I'm going to wear a watch. I'm going to say, Neil, can you hear me, Neil? Where are you, Neil?
It's like Dick Tracy.
Not what time is it,
Yeah,
Neil?
I
Where
don't
are
know.
you, Neil? Right? Yes, that
I
was,
think the watch business went down tremendously.
Yeah,
for men.
people. Yeah.
what are you
at
talking about?
least.
I don't
In
see
general.
Ever since phones came out, because nobody needs a watch
Right,
anymore.
you
You
don't
have
need
your
a watch.
phone.
But a watch is a decorative item.
I
It's
agree.
Right,
jewelry.
so people wear it
People
once in
wear
a
it
while
because
for an
they're
affair.
stylish.
I
for
always
this,
wear
for
my
that.
watch. I don't look at it.
But
Okay,
not a lot of
you're
people do.
fancy guy, you know.
Yeah,
You're one of
classy.
these,
No, when you're dressed up,
what do
it's
they
like a
call
nice
it
accessory.
in the Jewish over there? Feinschmecker?
I never heard of that.
I did hear that. That's cool.
It's
As
a
a man,
fine
you have
I'm
something.
not a fine schmeck.
You have so little things you can actually dress up with. So a watch is like the only jewelry that you can actually
Even
like,
though I
wear.
don't understand, because in
Yeah.
the olden days, the men wore jewelry.
And hats.
No, they didn't
Hats.
wear
They
hats.
didn't wear hats.
We
What do
still
you mean?
wear
The men
hats.
all wore
We all
hats.
wear- we
No,
all
you're
wear-
talking about in the 40s.
Yeah.
or whatever.
Those were the good
I'm
times.
talking about
Oh, way back when.
5,000 years
Men
ago.
wore jewelry.
They wore nose rings.
Yeah, they
and
wore
all that stuff.
everything.
Yeah.
The best is an eyebrow ring.
Oh,
Sorry,
God.
I said that out loud.
Okay.
Okay, Esther, you got 2 minutes. Tell us your story.
Okay, so I'm going to read the gist of it. Basically, there were 19 prisoners alleged in a Brooklyn federal lawsuit that they felt violently ill after being served meals in their housing unit on March 3rd. Some of the inmates kept their food as evidence, but they say that the reason why it was done was because one of the inmates tried to rape one of the women guards there.
Yeah.
So, and because of that, they kind of put stuff in their food. And they
No,
say,
but just the opposite. They saved her from getting raped.
yes, right, no,
The
but
inmates saved her.
But still, the police got back at them for some reason. And the
Mm.
prisoner is usually assigned to assist Riker's staff in preparing and distributing meals, but that inmate claims he was suspiciously barred from taking part in the process that day, which means he wasn't allowed in. So they were trying to kind of, they were trying to not poison them, just make them feel sick. But what I'm not getting is, like,
I don't get that, even because I understand that prisoners can't take food back to their cells and stuff.
No, and anyway, I don't understand it because these inmates saved her from getting raped.
Right.
They really did.
So that one person who should get
So-
punished should be punished.
And
I don't
I'm
know.
sure he got his punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Rikers, you know why? Because Rikers
Rikers
wants
is a zoo.
and Rikers wants more protection and
More
Rikers-
money.
more money, and that's
It's all
it.
about money.
Yesterday's paper, the Rikers guards. We need more protection and more people.
Yeah,
Somebody's
yeah,
gonna
the
get
poor
killed
guys over
soon.
there. Yeah, no, the poor
Because
them.
you don't treat the inmates correctly. You treat them like animals, so they treat you back like animals.
Okay, and a lot of them.
You can't
are
even
animals.
tell, by the way, who's on which side of the
No,
prison
right,
fence
but a
over
lot
there.
of those
Trust
guards,
me.
a lot of the.
I
I'm
spent
not-
a night in
I know
jail.
the guy. I know the guy called me
Yeah.
yesterday. And I'm bad against police. And some of the guards come back with an attitude. They think they're high and mighty. Most of these guards were all smoking drugs, all bad when they were young. And
okay, that's a
then they
big
got lucky.
statement.
No. I know many of them that when they were younger, they were all troubled, and they got older. And
They
they got lucky.
definitely don't follow the laws.
No.
Yeah.
No.
See, there's
Okay?
2 ways to break the laws: become a crook or a cop.
Anyways,
Well, I'm talking about correctional officers.
Right.
I don't know about cops.
Fine,
you know.
correctional officer.
we
I
have
leave
whatever.
that for Uncle Heshy.
anyways, we're going to station identification in a minute. So I want to give you a quick quote. The future.
The future.
You cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made me all the difference in my life. Your Uncle Heshy. Thank you, everybody. We're going to go to station identification in a couple of seconds, and I want you all to know, and this is my closing thing, tomorrow is coming. No matter what, tomorrow's coming, but you're here today. And I want you to understand that it's short. Try to do something good. We have the holiday season coming up. It's very short. And I want you to know, I'm going to tell you about a story very soon about somebody who's 59 years old who made The Simpsons, and he died. He left $100 million fortune to the dogs.
And he only did it, by the way, 4 years.
Yes,
You
we
missed
missed you.
us, yeah.
Neil is taking his break. Don't tell Norman. We know where he's going for his cigarette break. So, Esty, we're at the top of the hour, and you know my favorite part of this hour is I want to know about somebody's birthday today.
Okay,
so.
fine. Let me just say, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call in at 718-303-9090.
Now, before you start, go ahead.
So yeah, we're on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m.
And we stream live on YouTube.
We're live on YouTube. Just go to Just Enough Heshy. The first video is us live. You can do Twitter, hashtag Just Enough Heshy. Facebook, Just Enough Heshy. Like our page, and we'll like you back.
And if you email me at justenoughheshy@gmail.com, I will put you on the daily quote list. I send out to about a couple of hundred people a day. Esty gets crazy. I send it to 8 times a day.
No, you send it on 3 different conversations. Like, it's fine. You send it once, twice.
Why are you sending out a daily quote more than one time a day?
I send out 1 quote a day. Sometimes 2 if I'm really excited.
People always answer. And
I will send out a nice quote. People do respond. I had put it on Facebook,
yeah,
on my
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
Added me to a WhatsApp list. That list did not go well.
But so before Esty does the birthday, I want to tell everybody about a beautiful birthday for somebody. My friend Chaim from where I go to synagogue had a beautiful baby girl. I think he named her Talia or Tali. I'm not sure how to say the name properly. So Chaim and his beautiful wife, congratulations, Mazel Tov. How do you say sayonara? Whatever you want to do in all the different languages.
Sayonara is not it.
And he made a beautiful little kiddish this week. Beautiful, and congratulations to his little brother and all his cousins and his aunts and uncles.
Just
and
everyone.
Everybody. And I love the beautiful little baby. Wow, gorgeous.
Okay.
I believe all babies are gorgeous, but that one was
really? I feel like
gorgeous.
they all look like spiders, no?
Well,
they all look the same. When people come up to you and they're like, "Oh, my baby's so cute," and I'm just like, "Oh my god, this looks like the last 10 I've seen." I was supposed to see a difference.
Chaim, happy birthday to the beautiful Talia. She was born anyway. She was born Wednesday, I think, last week, and so basically she's born. She's like, she should have named her Esther, like Timeless Esther. Like you have to Esther.
No,
Go
there's
ahead,
too many
Esther.
Esthers as it is.
So tell us what's going on with
Okay,
our horoscope.
if today is your birthday, Lady Luck is very much on your side at the moment and will stay with you throughout the coming year. Don't take her for granted, though. Luck is what you make it, and you know the old saying, if you don't use it, you could lose it.
Oh, really?
Lose what?
Lose what?
The
Use
luck.
what?
Oh, lose the luck.
So you just got to do it now. Now's the luck. Okay, if you're a Pisces, it means from February 20th to March 20th. Do you have what it takes to succeed? Of course you do. That luck applies to everyone. You may be a Pisces, one of the nicest signs in the zodiac, but that does not mean you cannot be ambitious too. If a promotion offers comes your way today, you must take it. Like, who wouldn't? I don't know what.
Okay.
I don't know why I bothered.
Oh, you're finally realizing that all this is a load of crap.
I've said that like 20 times
Not a load of
before.
crap.
Actually, just makes me say it.
I like the horoscope. I believe in it. I believe that it makes me feel good. And anybody who has a problem with it, you can call the show. Anyways, we have to mention a whole bunch of birthdays I got. Sheila, happy birthday to you. Ofer, happy birthday to you. Fern, happy birthday to you. These are some serious and young people. Etty, happy birthday. Oh, is that your friend
No,
Etty?
it's not her birthday today.
No. Monica, happy birthday. Leah, happy birthday. Ruvain, happy birthday. Sarah, this list never ends. What's is my producer doing? Rachel, happy birthday. Gary, happy birthday. Oh, and another Talia, happy birthday. Happy birthday to all of you. Enjoy your day. Have a good time. Go out to dinner and have and actually, I love birthdays. So if you have,
Mine is coming up in 2 weeks.
oh, and we're gonna have to celebrate
Mine
your
too.
birthday.
We are. It's a very depressing birthday,
It's-
actually.
why?
No.
It's the big 3-0.
Big deal. 3-0 is
That's-
cool. Is the coolest.
Yeah,
No,
mine's is nothing.
no,
the
no.
not big 2-4. That's nothing.
You don't want to be 30.
No, you
30
don't.
is like
30 was the greatest
Yeah.
age that I ever could.
I'm freaking out. I'm
Your
30.
all
30s is the
downhill
best.
from there.
No, it's not. No, it's
Wait,
not.
when's your birthday?
In like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah,
What's
I know
the
that.
date?
Maybe,
What's the date?
maybe you'll be invited to the party.
What's the
Maybe.
date? Oh, you make it
If
a
you
party
don't
at
invite me-
28th.
March 28th.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that in.
Yeah.
It's actually on a Saturday, so it's perfect. Saturday night, I'm gonna make a whole big shindig.
Yeah,
wow.
where I can help you. I can help you make it.
We'll see.
Can I help you make it,
We'll
please?
see. I might just commit suicide. I'm not sure.
Stop
yet.
it. I don't want to hear that. Z, not to.
Either way, can I be there?
Esther,
push me?
No.
Esther, tell us a funny story. I know you were telling me about a
Yeah.
funny story. Listen to this one, so you're gonna like this
Okay,
story.
fine. It was a
Try me.
It was a bring your kid to work day in San Francisco, even if your job is burglary. Cops caught two men.
Hey, do what you gotta do.
I know.
Cops caught two men during a burglary and discovered that they had a 4-year-old boy sitting in their getaway car.
He was the driver. Go ahead.
The little guy is believed to be related to one of the men.
Did they lock him
I
up too
thought that
for
was a-
accessory to crime?
but
In New
there's
York,
a-
they probably would.
But there's another story about
Yeah.
the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm going in for this one. You're gonna love this one. I'm gonna try to get this one. I'm writing an essay now about my essay is gonna
Hold
be.
on, let me read what it is and then you can explain it.
Go ahead.
Okay, fine. Here's a novel way to sell a hotel. Janice Sage wants prospective buyers of the Center Lovell Inn in Maine to write her an essay explaining in under 200 words why they would be the best candidate to keep the 210-year-old facility alive. The winner will get the joint free of charge. Sage said minus $125 entry fee. Since Sage expects more than 75,000 entries, she could still end up with more than the inn's estimated 900,000 value.
Do you believe it?
brilliant.
75,000
It's brilliant.
times 125. You're looking at. She's
It's brilliant.
a brilliant idea how to sell a hotel.
I don't think that was the point, though, was it?
No, I think that was the point.
Why doesn't she just sell it? It seems easier than reading 35,000 essays.
No, because I think she cares about the hotel and she wants someone to take it over. That's
So
good.
I'm gonna write an essay. I hope I win the hotel.
Yeah, I'll manage.
Okay.
Where is it in Maine?
In Maine.
Oh, sure,
Yeah,
let's do it.
isn't Maine skiing or something?
I don't know, but
I
it's
don't
so
know. It's
far
really nice,
away.
though.
How are you going to manage it?
Oh,
It is nice.
they sell butter or cheese there a lot.
No.
No, but I don't get it.
I
So
don't
what
think
are
I do
you
anything.
going to do with it?
So I'm going to open up the Curva Hotel.
You can't change the name. I'm pretty sure
Is
it's
it
part
by
of the contract.
the hour?
no. It's gonna be a classy hotel.
Oh,
with club-
classic.
Yeah, it's fine. You're never going to get in with this now.
No,
If not, I'd help you
Right,
look it
anyway.
over, review it to make sure it sounds
you
appropriate.
will. You
Yeah,
will?
of
Okay.
course.
And are you a writer?
I don't know if I'm a writer, but I can read
She
basic.
didn't come up with 200 words.
Well, she comes up with the word
Wait, wait.
narcissistic to me all the time, every day.
What? It was. Oh my
Esther,
gosh.
can you read me what is the
Can you read it all?
tell us what the symptoms of a narcissist is?
Okay.
And I want you to tell, I want you to judge if I'm a narcissist.
Okay,
You don't want to
fine.
know my opinion on that. But it's a good thing. I'm very narcissistic also.
Oh, so
you're not.
So you understand the meaning of
I'm
narcissist?
not,
No.
She loves you.
but
I
I'm
do.
still narcissistic. Maybe you just like narcissistic men. Could be.
Yeah.
Esty, this is taking too long. I'm gonna have to
Okay,
switch
fine.
subjects.
Okay, the most telling thing that narcissists do is contradict themselves. They will do this virtually in the same sentence.
I never contradict myself.
He's doing it. You have no idea. On a minutely basis, he does that. I can't even.
Minutely. Go ahead.
Really? That's a new word.
Go ahead.
Okay, fine. They consistently drag the attention to themselves.
No,
That I always do.
no,
See?
he does. I mean,
No, if I'm talking to you, you change the topic to yourself, and I can't keep talking.
I did not change the topic. to
What
myself.
happened on Ralph's show when every question he asked, you made about yourself? You totally didn't answer the question.
Because you answered dumbbellish.
What does this have to do with me?
Right, exactly. Because I'm smarter, so I answered the question
Does
correctly.
any of this make sense?
100%.
You know what she said, Neil? That I'm a narcissist because I don't know what I did wrong. What did I do?
I don't
Okay.
know.
Oh.
I don't know. How many
Okay, fine.
psychiatrists have
Keep
told
going,
you you're
keep
not?
going with the
Officially,
subjects.
it says-
Hold on, Ralph
it
wants to
says-
say something. Okay, let me take
No,
a phone
I
call.
want to hear all the subjects.
No, we'll talk about it with him. Okay, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call in at 718-303-9090. Hello. I think it's supposed to work. Hello?
Heshy, you're not a narcissist.
I-
You're just confident. That's all.
It was a fine line.
Did I say how handsome you are, Ralph?
No,
That's what me look today.
I think he was talking
appreciate
to
that.
himself, actually.
Well, you were talking about the iPhone epidemic, how we can't talk to each other, we can't look at each other, we don't have any conversation. And the young man there, I don't know your name, but you brought up a good point. You can walk into a restaurant, a diner, whatever, and you can see people sitting, and they're not talking to each other.
Exactly, and they went out for the sole purpose of being with their friends, so that way they could talk on their phones in a different environment. Like tonight, I'm going to talk on my phone in a restaurant. Tomorrow night, I'll talk on my phone at a baseball game. It's basically, where do I want to use my phone tonight? That's basically what having a phone is like.
This is a sad state of affairs, but I think we've gone so far off the edge.
Oh.
We'll never come back, I'm afraid.
And here's the problem. This is the generation where the first half of our lives we didn't have it, and we're already this obsessed. What do you think the next generation, where they're getting phones starting at age 10, their whole lives growing up is going to be formed by, talking on a phone? I can only imagine what the world is going to look like in 50 years. People aren't even going to leave their houses anymore. People are just going to sit there and talk on their phone.
Order online.
Yeah. And that's another thing, by the way. You have Seamless, right? Where you could just order,
Menus.
basically, exactly. You could just click a couple buttons. I feel like we're doing away with literally like the last little pieces of like human interaction, where like nobody wants to pick up a phone and like say, hi, good morning, how are you? I'd like to order 2 slices of pizza. You want to click 2 slices of pizza. Here's my address. Pay, done. The delivery guy, slip it through the door, give him the money, have a nice day. Nobody wants to actually have any human interaction.
It ever goes like that?
Yeah,
every time you call at a restaurant,
that's what I'm saying. You don't have to call.
It's always what? Let me reorder. What was that order?
Maybe if you're in a McDonald's drive-thru. I don't know.
Anyways, Ralph, I still believe that I'm going to wear the watch phone. I like that.
Yeah, well, it's a nice thing, and everybody loves that. Do you?
They have it already. Galaxy has this phone already, this watch phone already for a year and a half. Yeah. Oh, Apple's going to come out and make it worse and more expensive. And all
Ralph,
the Apple-loving idiots.
Ralph is my age. He's not 30. I want to hear Ralph's opinion on it.
Ralph, be all over it.
Yeah, well, I'm not one to get the latest gadget, not really, but I do appreciate a good piece of technology. Yeah, but here's the deal, guys. Do you think for 1 minute that Hillary will be sidetracked by this email scandal?
Nope.
Not a chance.
The good thing about being the Democratic candidate is no matter what you do and no matter how you are, they're still going to vote for you because
she apologized.
No, she's a Clinton. That's
and she apologized. She apologized anyway. She says, "I'm sorry, I went a little too far."
She didn't say she went a little too far. She said she might have done
Clinton concedes she should have used government email.
Right, okay.
Hillary responds for the first time to questions about a private email, apparently breaking her silence. Hillary conceded Tuesday that she should have used government.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Does that give her the right to choose which emails she gives over to the government and which ones she doesn't?
Ralph,
it
does, right, Ralph? She's still a citizen of this country.
Well, she has a private life. She has a social life. And, I understand that. But Neil makes a good point. Neil, you say that, we have the right to see all of this classified information. Now, if she's going to decide, and we're going to leave it up to her to decide what she's going to give and what she's going to keep for herself and not show us, well, we're defeating the whole purpose.
She said tonight that she has 0 classified information. She has business emails that she gave all completely over to the State Department, and the balance of 35,000 emails are personal emails.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Well, we don't have to say, Neil. It won't be stretching it to say she stretches the truth on a regular basis. I mean, that's her MO.
Imagine a politician.
Anyone that can't stand up to an audit is suspect.
Wait, does anybody like Hillary, or everyone hates her?
I have no problem with Hillary.
What? You keep saying you hate her.
I feel like
I think she's an idiot.
Does anybody like Hillary and think, hey, let her be president?
Yes.
I don't want her to be president.
You know something, Esty? Would you vote for Hillary just for the fact that she's a woman?
I was gonna until people told me she's really bad.
Well, I'll tell you what. The alternative might be a lot worse than her because, frankly, the other side of the fence, the Republican side, there's not one candidate.
I know, and it's really sad because
it's always the lesser. It's always the lesser between two evils. You never get to choose. It's which one's not as bad.
I wish Bush could run again.
Stop, please, stop.
Oh yeah. Now wait. Now what you're going to get is a Hillary Bush candidacy. It's going to be a terrible. We're going to have a retread of the. Of 2000, it's going to be ridiculous.
What about what's his name? The Bobby Jindal, is he running?
Jindal?
Yeah,
he actually has some.
stand a chance.
He actually has some charisma, but
But
yeah,
he's
he's
not
too
gonna make
outspoken.
it.
He's
He's
too
not gonna make
outspoken.
it.
Whatever.
There
It really is true.
There may be one candidate in the offing that we haven't seen yet that may come to the forefront and
Who?
surprise us. But if I had to bet
Mickey
my life,
Mouse.
my house right now, I would say, come 2016,
We're screwed.
Hillary will be right there in the White House where she wants to be. I really believe that. It's a shame.
Well, it's a lesser of two evils. It's better than what we have now.
Oh, stop.
Well, something. I actually think she's a lot better than what we have right now.
She has to be. Everybody could be. Mickey Mouse could be.
And me.
Well, with the Obama thing too. I mean, we look at Obama, and it becomes just a shooting gallery where we just can't lay off the guy for a minute. Even when he does something, and Heshy, you'll appreciate this. Even when he does something that may be a good thing, God forbid, we still can't give him any credit.
Yeah, we still find a way to knock him. That's the whole fun.
Last week I said Obama and Michelle have this program to go out and teach 62,000 girls worldwide how to read and do special programs with the Peace Corps, with the rescue, with the Red Cross, and still nobody appreciate that he.
Here's the thing.
That's a very good
Here's
program.
the thing. I don't have a problem with Obama as a person. I think as a person, he's actually a nice guy. He's personable.
I think
whatever.
he's a
I just
street
think he's a dumb
guy,
president.
that's
He's a
all.
terrible president.
He's a smooth talker.
And
He's a
should
street
never been
guy.
voted in.
Anyone who's been around New York streets.
I don't have a problem with his character.
I want to ask all of you a question. Ralph, how many emails a day do you get or write?
I don't write many, but I would say I receive about 40, 45 a day.
I know that I myself write between 50 and 75 emails a day, and I receive even more. And I actually have a record of it. And I save so many of them. My point to you is if you just calculate that you do 50 a day, that's what is that? If you go by 5 days a week, that's 200 a week.
It's 35,000 for the year.
35,000
No.
a year. She has 65.
200 a week?
200 a week.
Okay, it's 12,000 a year.
Okay, 12,000 a year times it by 4 years already. A little
I have a
nobody,
calculator.
have 60,000, 40,000 emails, 50,000 emails. So 65,000 emails for Hillary is not a lot of emails.
What's the point?
Which ones are
My
missing?
point is that you were first bitching that she did it on a private. She used work time to write emails. I write emails at nighttime, as you can see. I send emails 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, and
The larger picture is this scandal won't hold up. This isn't a big deal.
Right.
And if the Republicans are just banking on this stupid
Yeah,
scandal,
no. That's
they're
not
being
that's
really
not enough to
silly
derail.
no, but
Because as we speak right now, you give me one contender that can give her a fight in 2016. Any of you, give me one that you think may be.
Is McCain going to run again?
competition.
Not McCain.
No,
but I was reading.
McCain's about 100 years
I'm
old.
kidding.
No, but I was reading about this guy Tucker, somebody, a young guy that looks real good. I forgot. I was reading about it in the papers a couple weeks ago.
Well, you have Scott Walker.
Scott Walker, that's his name. Walker, they say, is really has a real good
You
shot.
know,
at it.
honestly, I think even if they put up someone independent, we're so sick of both parties that they might actually win.
Never.
No,
You tried
it'll
that.
never
You know what
No, but in today's day, we hate both sides. Like, everyone hates it.
2% of the vote
Right.
at most.
Well, the independent party just takes away from the Republican Party.
Exactly.
Like you don't get any traction.
Wait, let me ask you this.
that's what Ralph
Wait, let me-
Nader's
Okay,
for.
but let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let's say there was a candidate that went up that was
Ross
independent,
Perot.
that was a great guy. Would you guys all vote for him?
Who?
Yeah, I would. I'm a true independent, but there's not one character out there that's worthy. It really is.
They're not racist.
There's a guy. There's Scott Walker. You were talking about, Hesh.
Yeah.
He's very. I like his style, but if you look at him, he's just not presidential looking. He doesn't speak presidentially. He has no charisma. And I
Yeah.
told
He's
you the last
probably
time-
actually
the last
good at
time-
it.
Yeah, the last time we talked, I told you how we vote for all kinds of strange reasons. We like the way the guy speaks. We like the way he looks. He just looks like a president. We mentioned about Nixon and Kennedy, the reason why Kennedy got elected. He was a young, good-looking guy. This happens all the time. Has to be a guy or a woman out there who has all of these qualities and is somewhat honest. Is it too much to ask for one of these candidates?
You would
to be
think, right? You would
somewhat,
think. How
somewhat
hard is it?
forthright and somewhat honest?
How hard is it?
I don't know, but there was a guy that tried to run for president and his name escapes me, but you have to have, and Neil would know this, he's good with figures. How much money, Neil, let me ask you, how much money does one need to make a serious presidential run?
$1 billion.
Oh, you need millions. Oh,
No,
man.
not $1 billion.
$1 billion. If you want to win, You need $1 billion.
Excuse me, John McCain, not the past election, but 2 elections ago, he was one of the first guys to do the internet raising, and he did a very good job on a lower
And where
budget.
did he come through?
Okay, he lost. I got that. He ended up dropping out. My point is if you use your brain, I believe that you can do it on a
not
cheaper
today's day. Today it's all marketing.
No,
there's
10
no
years ago,
substance to
10 years
anyone
ago,
out
YouTube, Facebook, Twitter wasn't as powerful as it is today. Today, you don't need money to advertise. You can get your name out there cheaper, faster, and better.
Okay. So how much?
You mentioned about Rikers Island before, guys.
Yeah, we did.
You know how many folks are in that Rikers just rotting away from stupid drug charges?
Yeah.
Where they didn't sell drugs. They didn't sell drugs to kids, nothing like that. But they're in there because they're just hopeless addicts.
And they can't come up with the bail of $200 or something.
You got
like
it,
that.
Neil. You hit it. It could be a small amount of bail, like maybe $500, $1,000. They sit there for 2 years on end with those hardened criminals. Some guy who's maybe like a heroin addict in there. You know, when they have to clean out these prisons and throw the real bums in jail and let the addicts out of jail. And you know, you mentioned about these prison guards and such.
Yeah.
These are mostly guys who kind of were on the wrong path in their earlier years.
And they pay for it their whole lives.
They don't pay for it. They're sick. They're sick.
They righted their ship, and they went on the other side where they're really. I mean, if you look in there, the prison justice is really kind of rough. I have two friends that sit in Rikers right now, just because they're a couple of a couple of drug addicts. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I don't get it.
And some of those guards are so evil that while you're there, they want to punish you even more. And I believe because of their home lives or their problems. And you know, but I was reading that 50% of prison guards either have domestic problems or
drug abuse, alcohol,
and are divorced.
All right, thanks so much.
What about Clockwork Orange?
Well, that's a great film, Neil. That's a great film. But you're right about that. It's just a vicious circle, and we'll go on and on and on. Listen, I'll let you take other calls, but thanks for the time, guys.
Ralph, by the way, I love you, Ralph, and I want you to know again, you're still handsome.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you, buddy. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Take care.
I like Ralph.
Again, hold on.
I love Ralph.
Again, let's take another phone call.
He's got a brain.
Not only a brain, he actually cares what he says on both sides of the aisle.
We had an educated caller.
And I don't believe that he's narcissistic, Esty.
He's not. He's not.
Oh, really? He gets away with being narcissistic, and I don't. He's also a radio show host.
It doesn't work like that. Some people are narcissistic, some people aren't. It's like I live in a house in Brooklyn. You know, my fingernails should be pink. It just makes no sense.
Bring it up.
No, because I'm upset. I want Ralph to be narcissistic like me.
Why?
Because I don't want to do it alone.
Well, I can always get you help.
That's the whole point of being a narcissist. It's all about you.
Okay, I'm narcissistic.
Okay, fine. Anyways, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call in.
Then she's going to talk me into therapy.
You can call in at 718.
As soon as you hear it costs money, you're not going.
Okay. You can call in at 718-303-9090.
Maybe the government
Hello, you're on the air with Uncle
vouchers
Heshy.
for therapy.
Excellent.
Good evening, Uncle Heshy. It's Steve from Brooklyn.
Hey, Steve, welcome back. I, by the way, you were very smart yesterday. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, Uncle Heshy. It warms my heart that you're proud of me. Wait till I get the approval. Wait till I get Neil, Z's, and Esty's approval, then I'll really be.
Well, let's hear what you got to say.
Go ahead. Let's see what you got to say.
First of all, my biggest fear of Hillary running for president is having to look at her face every time
she looks scary. It's true. She looks very
she's
scary.
70 years old already.
Right.
What do you want?
Come on, what do you stop?
I'm kind of afraid of old people.
I think she's going to bust every television set that's out there. She's going to kill the camera.
I think she's burnt out. I don't
Steve.
believe she has the energy really to be president.
What, really? You know what? I was scared of that. I think
I don't
she is
believe
tired.
she has the energy.
What right did she retire as Secretary of State? What is it, only a 4-year job? She should have been there for the full 8 years.
Oh, she wanted to get away from Obama.
Yeah, Uncle Heshy, another Benghazi scandal. We need it. Because without her, have her run for president with Obama as the vice president, just, give up. Country's over.
Yeah.
No, Ghazi scandal, I don't blame Ghazi on her. Ghazi is not
Benghazi?
her fault. Benghazi.
Sure, it's
Benghazi. Of course.
Of course, she was at the top of the.
The point is,
The thing.
Benghazi, isn't it Benghazi happened right away, like 2 years into the term or
Who
1 year?
cares? She was in charge.
She was in
She was
charge.
in charge of the security. Our ambassador, our man, and plus the 2 soldiers got killed.
Well, I have a problem. Over here in America, you have no problem that people are blowing up the Boston Marathon. You have no problem with
Hey,
ISIS is being
If
arrested.
you don't protect your
Ice
own
cream.
workers, you
Hold
don't.
He's representing the United States government. You
Right.
don't go back for him. Who do you go to bat for?
You do. I do go to bat for
Well,
them.
we already know how Uncle Heshy feels
I
about the
do go
United
to bat
States
for them,
government.
but
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
are stupid enough and you knew to pull them out and you didn't want to, what do you want it to do? What do you want it to do? Listen,
What do you
Pull
mean?
them out.
It's her, she didn't pull them out. She could
She
have
didn't
pulled
pull him
them out.
out.
she could.
She had the warnings.
She
She
could
pulled
have
out.
sent in
Then-
the troops. They were waiting
then-
for the go-ahead.
And what did the president say? He blames it on some local incident. He doesn't say the real truth over and over and over again until 3 weeks later the truth comes out and everyone starts pointing fingers and apologizing. He didn't know. He didn't know. She didn't know. Well, I mean, he should have been.
So far today, you heard Obama, was it today or yesterday? He gave a whole list of all the things that he found out from the news, just like all of us. When they asked him about Clinton's emails, the first time I heard about it was in the news. The IRS scandal, he said the first time I heard about it was in the news.
Either. You just heard about it on the news.
Right.
Okay,
Have you
yeah,
watched Fox or CNN? That's
Stop,
right.
by the way.
One minute, he had more things going on. He had like a list of 5, 6 things that he was like everyone else. The first time he heard it was in the news.
Okay,
Oh,
I mean,
stop it.
Steve, thank
Stop
you for
it.
your call.
He should take his head out of his ass.
Sorry, what?
Actually, 2 more things. What about Jeb Bush? He's great.
He's a racist. He hates Jewish people.
What?
Yeah.
We just make up stuff.
Where,
but
are
okay.
you, where are you getting
It's a
that
fact.
from?
I told you that before. He hates the Jews. He wouldn't go meet them. I'm telling you, he doesn't like them. Next.
Okay.
He's the
Just
governor
like
of
that.
Florida.
What's your
formerly.
next subject?
I want to go to the next topic. You're discussing about was taking out the last human interaction.
Oh, yeah. What do you think about that?
What?
And you know what? I work in the city most days.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm not saying it's not convenient. I'm just saying it's funny
No.
how like you pick up a phone and you don't even know how to talk to someone anymore because everyone's so used to just clicking and do they have a website? Can I order online? Like nobody wants to spend 2 freaking seconds to say, hey, what's up? How are you? Good morning. Let me get a cup of coffee.
I'll be quite honest with you,
Yeah.
G. I'm a kind of person like I have human interaction. If there's a store that I'm friendly with the owner, I'll always be there. Whether it's an ice cream store, whether it's Le Buffet, who made me a fantastic Americano with steamed milk.
Good work,
Ah,
Steve.
good,
work.
very good work. I like it. Very good, Steve.
Okay, now I have another
We're gonna get
question.
a T-shirt for
No,
that.
Steve is in the middle. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, Steve, sorry.
What'd you say?
Sorry, have you ever gone to Posh?
No, not that.
You got to taste their pizza.
I want to do a debate with Uncle Heshy at Posh. That's what I want.
Okay.
I'd like him to get down to pizza and so he can argue with me.
I'll tell you what, you
Well, you
can
get
have a
15
debate with Uncle Heshy, and you don't even have to tell him what side you're taking, and you'll have a debate.
Steve, thank you for your call, Steve.
Yeah.
But while back to what he was discussing,
Yeah, go for it.
when I'm friendly or have kind of a friendship with whether it's the manager of the store or the counter clerk, I'm always back there. But when you order out, I don't want to mention any names from different places. They make it so difficult.
Yeah, they do. Because first they need your phone number, and then they need your name, and then they can't hear the phone number, and then they need this and that.
Hold on.
It is
They
a
just
pain in the
take out
ass.
a delivery. And did you say olives? Did you say olives?
Exactly, yeah. 100%. You're right. You're right.
Difficult.
I'm not opposed to the
100%.
idea. I just think like this is crazy now that there's literally like you can even make a restaurant reservation online now.
There's a
Like,
way to avoid everyone.
you can literally just go
Be
the
a
whole
hermit.
day
Wow.
without having
Yeah,
to
anyway,
talk to
Steve,
anybody.
we have to take more phone
But
calls.
thank you so much for calling. Great
So
call.
yeah, okay. Again, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call us at 718-303-9090. Hello, you're on the air with Uncle Heshy.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Who's this?
Yes, I wanted to say that things look very good in Israel. That the upcoming election is coming up
For who? Good for who?
for the Jewish people, for the Haredi Jews and the Frum Jews of Brooklyn and everywhere around the world.
Who do you think is going to be elected?
Well, the main thing is to vote for the Yachad party, which is Heshy. And it's the first time in Israel that the religious parties, a religious party with the settlers, with the Shrad, are all united. And if they do well, they can take over the entire government.
Wonderful.
And do you think that they're going to run it correctly, or you think there'll be like another Muslim kind of Sahari law, and if you don't follow their laws or drive on the Shabbos, you'll get stoned or beaten up?
No, the thing is, we need education. In 12 years from now, in 12 short years, Israel would be a Haredi majority. Because right now, in last year's polls show that 50% of all first graders are correct. 50% of all first graders of all Israeli schools are correct.
Right. Who's paying for all this, by the way? Who's paying for everything?
American government.
Oh, wonderful.
And what about the Haredim serving in the army? I mean, since the Haredi will take over the government, who's going to serve the army? You know, the secular people won't want to serve in the army with the Haredi government, who doesn't want to serve with them.
First of all, there's no need for so many soldiers. They're sending it out. Hundreds of soldiers being sent home. 1,000 soldiers.
Out of all countries, that there's no need for so many soldiers.
Because today warfare
is all computerized.
Otherwise, we're sitting in computers. They're the ones who are shooting the missiles at the Arabs. It's Cairo-wise.
No,
right?
Israel needs its soldiers to patrol the streets for attacks, for bombers,
for terrorists. You don't have to answer why we need soldiers.
There won't be any bombing.
So who do you think is going to be the prime minister? I believe Bibi is going to win.
Well, Bibi's going to, no question about it. That's for sure.
Who's going against him?
Who's against him?
Oh, he's going to have like 8 people.
Are you a Kahani? Are you a Kahani guy? Did you like Kahani?
Yeah, but I'm more extreme than him. He wasn't religious enough.
Okay, so Kahani had no chance back then, and Kahani has no chance as people now.
Yeah, but Marzel is running fourth on the list on Yishai's party.
Yishai's party is going to get maybe 5, 7 seats, nothing.
Well, it's not. Why is it nothing?
Because you need 63 seats to control the parliament, right? Is it 62?
Yeah, but the religious have always controlled because they're always needed to make that majority.
The religious are always in control only because you need the Jewish people and you need somebody to guide their religion. So religion is 50% of being a Jew. The other 50% is to observe and to do good. So the secular Jews are really swaying. A lot of the people didn't know when they were younger. A lot of their parents who came to Israel came from countries that had no Judaism. Right now, the next generation is growing up. A lot of the people are turning. A lot of the secular Jews are coming back to religion. I don't believe the Haredi are going to win anything. I believe some of the Haredi are too strict. I was standing and watching some idiots standing, protesting the Haredi, the Israeli Haredi and Netanyahu coming in. The same retard Haredi are in Israel as well. They're not normal. Stop it.
No, they are the future.
They're not the future. Yeah. What the future is, we the people, not the government of Israel.
And not Neturei Karta.
You need to be able to make peace with your fellow Arab neighbors. I know some of them want to kill you. I know you want to be animals.
The problem is you don't know which.
Right.
Yeah, but what about the secular government? Rabin gave 50,000 guns to the PLO. What are you talking about?
Well,
what's wrong with the secular government? The only thing that you want the yeshivas to get money from the government. That's all you want.
We want every single Jew in Israel to be in the yeshiva.
Right.
They should close
right.
Every right. And we want every close our shop. We don't want no dates. We don't want no.
Well, you're going to have to wait until the Messiah comes for that.
No, thank you, caller.
No tattoo shops.
Yeah,
anyways,
right.
Thank you for your call. I want you to know something.
He's not an extremist.
I just saw a great joke on Facebook about the Clintons.
Okay, well, tell him. Let's take another caller.
I just got to get it in really quick.
Okay.
That wasn't the joke, but
yeah, no. Okay, quickly.
What does Bill Clinton say to Hillary Clinton after he had sex?
Oh God, not again.
What?
I'll be home in a half hour.
I didn't get it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Next.
Sorry. Anyways.
What a great marriage.
Anyways.
Wow, that was terrible.
Anyway.
That's great.
Welcome,
that's
everybody.
Anyways, this is the Justin of Heshy Show. You can call in at 718-303-9090. Hello, you're on the air with Uncle Heshy.
Hi, Esty. How you doing?
Oh, this
caller for
guy.
Esty.
No,
Yeah,
this
oh,
guy's
Norman.
voice. I always comment on it.
It's Dave. Yes. How
It's
are
Dave,
you,
it's
Dave?
not
Welcome
Norman?
back, Dave.
Oh,
We
thank you
missed
so
Norman.
much.
Oh,
Norman
it's
doesn't.
Dave.
Norman doesn't call
It's
anymore. We
Dave,
missed
it's
him for
Dave.
2 days already. Go ahead, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thanks. You know, I'd like to say a special good evening to all of you.
Thank
thank
you.
You know, it's always a pleasure.
A special one?
Yeah,
What do you got for us tonight, Dave?
Yeah, I want to comment on the whole incident with those knuckleheads down in Oklahoma City.
I love the way he talks.
Go ahead.
Which ones?
And the racist who were
Yes.
chanting and
I was going to
singing.
bring that up.
What happened?
I mean, they were on
By the school, by the
Was it-
fraternity?
but they didn't.
Fraternity.
What happened?
No,
Yeah.
but wait a minute. They did it on. I thought they did it on some kind of a video. They actually did
They
it.
did.
So big deal. So some idiot made a racist thing, and we all freaking out about it.
What
It happens
happened?
every day.
Hold on. What happened? Let's fill us in.
So what happened was, they were doing some kind of chant, and they were
Who's
using,
they?
the N word. They were.
Students.
Oh, you didn't hear about it?
Two
No,
university. One minute. Let me tell them. 2 university students of Oklahoma were expelled over a racist video. 2 students from the University of Oklahoma who are only accused of participating in a racist chant that went viral have been expelled. OU President David Byrne announced Tuesday that he expelled the students who played a leadership role, and there was a bunch of them, in singing a racist chant in connection with the Sigma Alpha fraternity. I don't even know what the chant was about. Their names were not released. It was some kind of a slur. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, we see this idiots all the time, and you're taking it serious. You see kids all the time saying dirty words. I'm sitting at a baseball game, and you hear little boys, 14, 15-year-olds going F you and running around. My I don't want to tell you this story, but when I went to Puerto Rico with my nephews, they ran away from me for 2 hours. I was so upset with them, and I was looking all over, and I was all frantic, and they ran to a place called Condom World.
No.
Condom World.
No.
I mean, I could have killed them and beat them up. No, Uncle Heshy, we just wanted to see what Condom World was about.
Oh, God.
Everybody has stupidity in their brains,
Oh,
and they were
God.
little kids. What are you, 20, 21 years old? Everybody makes a mistake.
But
I work in bad neighborhoods where I hear words and racist remarks coming out, and nobody even takes a second glance.
But here's the thing. As I was telling, your call screener, who I is always a gentleman on the phone,
Yeah.
that what made me, I've always been proud to be an American, but what really made me even prouder as a civil rights activist is when I saw not only the president of the university, David Bourne, come out and denounce the actions of these idiots
Which he's right to do.
and take immediate action. The students themselves, who were mostly white, they came out immediately and they said, this does not represent our values. This does not represent what we stand for on this college campus. And I was really proud. And I would issue the same challenge, to my black brothers and sisters, that when there is racial idiocy amongst us, that when the Farrakhan's and the Jeremiah Wrights and the Leonard Jeffries say stupid things, we should be just as quick to denounce the idiocy amongst us as our white brothers and sisters are to denounce the idiocy amongst them.
Very good, Dave. Dave, that was a good call. Thank you so much, Dave.
Right. He's on the money.
You're on the money, Dave.
You always are.
Yeah, you're very good, Dave. I appreciate that call.
So, yeah. Can we...
Take Steve from Long Island.
Okay, fine.
All right.
Again, this is the Justin F. Heshy Show. If you want to call in, you can reach us at 718-303-9090.
To pay for the show. Go ahead.
Hello,
Hey,
Steve.
Steve, how are you?
Yeah, Heshy, how are you?
Good.
I just want to say last week I actually watched on YouTube your show. I wanted to see what the face looked like behind the voice.
Okay. Did it match?
Well, actually it didn't. I was pleasantly surprised to see that your voice does actually not match your appearance. You happen to be a very handsome-looking gentleman.
Send him a T-shirt. Send him a T-shirt.
And your voice doesn't actually match the way you look. And Esty, you happen to be a very attractive young lady.
Whoa. You want our number, guy?
Stop.
No, I don't want the number because I'm married.
No.
The voice sounds a lot younger than your appearance. You look a little bit more mature than your voice.
I always say that. My voice is so squeaky.
You have a wonderful voice.
A very young voice, and you're exactly. You sound very young, but you're a little bit more mature than you actually sound.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you.
I actually called for another reason. Did you ever notice that a person chooses a career path, a profession, to match their personality? So when somebody goes into become a corrections officer or a shohei, that their personality may be towards violence,
Sometimes.
and they try to channel that violence into a profession that may be legitimate.
I would say more prison guard than shohei.
Nobody asked you. Let him finish.
Every day. There is no way possible that you can actually be somebody who is peaceful or passive. You have to be an aggressive personality to want to choose that profession.
Yeah.
Well, there are different kinds of prisons. There are federal prisons, state prisons, country clubs, and it depends what club. But a lot of these officers. I mean, I've met many of them. Some of them are really very good, but there's a lot of them that when they were younger told me stories of stealing cars and going off the path, and then they're so rough and tough that they know how to control or they like to be controlled, and that's a problem.
By the way, Steve.
Yes?
Steve, for many, many years, I've been thinking about that statement you made, whether a shochet, whether there's something really, not a butcher, a shochet.
A guy who slaughters animals.
Whether there is any, is that an indication there's something a little bit off somewhere? That you can do it. And I thought about this, I'm telling you, for years. I used to discuss it with my family, this, that, the other. And the bottom line is, I came up with the theory that they are much better than someone like myself, that I can't go do slaughtering. I just can't do it, no matter what. But they're strong enough mentally to understand that this is what has to be done. This is something you can't just slide away.
Correct.
And on top of that, yes, there is something a little wrong with most shows. Probably. So that's what I came up with after many years.
Neil, I could be a show because I have no problem killing animals.
Yes. We know.
By the way, Steve, I disagree with you because you know what? You know that guy who's on for murder for killing the little Paul's kid, Ethan Paul's.
They're just re-bringing up that case.
You heard that, Steve? That story with the kid?
Yes.
So his daughter went on the stand. His daughter says, listen to me. I know you all think my father is crazy and a murderer, but he happened to be, she got on the stand and she said that my father was a very good father. He used to hold my hand even when I was 14 and 15 years old. He used to walk across the street with me. He used to watch me very clearly. I think she's now 25 years old. He was a good father and he was a murderer. So just because you
a murderer doesn't mean you can't be a good father.
No.
Do you remember that gentleman, that animal that kidnapped those 4 young girls and kept them prisoner?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Where was that? Where was that?
That was in Cleveland, I think.
Cleveland,
Ohio.
animal door. He killed himself at the end, right? He hung himself?
Yeah.
But he had a real family behind the scenes.
Right.
So because you may.
I didn't know he had. He lived in that house. His brothers had a real family. He didn't have a family. He didn't have a wife and kids.
I think wasn't the wife in on it or something? Maybe I'm mixing it up.
No, that wasn't the wife. He kidnapped 3 or 4 women. It was 3 women. No, not 4. 3 women. He kept them for 10 years, and
they finally got out because someone
had children with them.
One of them he had a child with.
Oh my God!
And then they interviewed the 2 older brothers, and the brothers said, "Listen, we're normal people. We don't understand what happened to him."
Yeah, but I don't think they were believed.
They were believed. Nothing.
I don't think they were believed. No. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
well, thanks for the call.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Again, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can call in at 718-303-9090. I want to take a caller.
You're not going to do any advertisements today?
Yeah,
you gotta feed
me. They're going to drop our discount to 10% at Posh.
Right, Posh. Go ahead.
So, yeah, we have Posh on 502 on Avenue U. You can call them at 718-676-9353. If you go in and tell them, hey, I heard you guys on the Just Enough Heshy show, they'll give you 15% off.
You can even call them
Not
and
on
they'll
car
give you
insurance.
15%
Or make it
off.
seamless.
Right. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Who
they
else?
give 50% off. Yeah. We have the Black Label e-cigarettes. You can go to blpremiumesig.com. You can call Mikey at 561-239-5941.
And if you want, you can even walk into 5318 16th Avenue and come pick up a pack, 10 packs, and we'll give you good deals on it. And we're selling them right there. There's a sign and a buzzer and whatever. Go ahead.
So, yeah.
And while I'm already at it, I might as well continue. Green Line Building Solutions. We do your permits, your plans, your lead inspections, HPD inspections, HPD violations, and we get you to the finish line and we help you out. So call us at 718-871-0382. And we also do a lead and asbestos inspections.
So, yeah, we also have Yossi Lefkowitz, located on 16th and 48th. He's a personal trainer. If you'd like to call him, you can reach him at 347-816-5207. This is the Just Enough Heshy Show. You can like us on Facebook. You can go to Twitter, hashtag Just Enough Heshy, and you can email us at
justenoughheshy
at Gmail. We're on Monday and Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. If you want to call in, you can reach us at 718-303-9090. Let's take a caller.
Okay, a couple calls. Go ahead.
Hello, you're on the air with Uncle Heshy.
Yeah, hi, is that me?
Yep.
Yeah, hi. You know what? I might be viewed as the skunk at the garden party right now, but
Oh, we like that.
anyway. You know, as a driver, I heard your show on and off, and I tend to tell you the truth. Your show reminds me something of like a junior high school cafeteria. Seriously, the maturity level is not to be. The maturity level is not to be believed. The jokes, the whole give and take. It's like way. It's not becoming.
So you don't like the show?
No, I think there's potential there, but again, if you're gearing it to juvenile humor, that's a phenomenal show.
Well, that was Z. That was Z who made that stupid joke. But I believe that.
No.
Z, I'm blaming you.
Ask him what would you change about
What would you change about our show?
Yeah, we're up for constructive criticism.
Yeah, I'm a narcissist, so I want the whole world to tell me what I'm doing wrong.
You do not.
No, I'm just saying that in general, it's just the way, the whole approach to bring it down to, and it's not even gutter level. It's immaturity more than gutter level.
So, Yossi, I have a question for you, Yossi. We spoke about Hillary. We spoke about how the government of the city of New York wants to screw us with these idling tickets. We talk about so many different topics, and of course, we'd like to make it a little bit livelier. But we are very mature. We're very concerned for our fellow citizens, our fellow neighbors.
Very concerned.
But after a while, this becomes a joke because everything we say, and nobody wants to stand up and vote and get rid of all these animals who are in the city council. Nobody wants to get up and say, hey, city council member Greenfeld, because you want to be serious. He gets up there and cries about Israel, but he's not going to cry about my idling $4,000 ticket that I'm going to get. So tell me about that.
I got news for you. If you guys have a long enough memory, okay, now obviously he's lost some of his sting, and I'm not that big of a fan because I think he went with the wind. When de Blasio came in, he took a hard turn to the left, by political expediency or whatever. But at the beginning, when he first got in, he was the ability to boot rather than tow was his idea. There was a number of other.
I remember to the beginning of Greenfeld's time. The man got up and says, I'm going to help with vouchers. He never did it. He didn't. He told, wait a minute, I'm not finished. He wanted to get rid of all the fire hydrants that are not working. Never did anything. What he did was he got up and screamed about Israel. He then wanted to get up and say, let's fight with the sanitation people about shoveling the snow 4 days later. I know that Mr. Greenfeld knows how to go to the city council and vote. You know, his best buddy was Lopez. He was bragging how Lopez ended up shoveling a lot of money to get him in there. His best buddy was Shelly Silver. Shelly Silver showed him a lot. Hey, please, he was his buddy all over there crying over there. He was the head of the party. All I know is Greenfeld has always been on the wrong side of the fence. Greenfeld has done nothing for his community. And you know what? I want you tomorrow morning. 1 minute, Yossi. Tomorrow morning, I want you to do me a favor. Since this show is so juvenile, I want you to do a juvenile thing. Call Mr. Greenfeld's office. Say, hi, my name is Yossi. I have a problem. I want my city councilman to call me back about a couple of tickets that were illegally given to me. Maybe he can give me advice. I make you a bet right now, $500. The man doesn't call you back for 4 days. One of his flunkies, Mike, will call you back. By the way, I want to show you what I have in my pocket. I got it. My birthday is January 29th, okay, of this year, which I've told people 100 times. I got a letter dated February 23rd, which is a month later, Neil. Is that right? About a month later. Dear Harold Tischler, happy birthday. Please accept my personal wishes for a year filled with health and happiness. Let me tell you about childish.
Taxpayer money.
Taxpayer money. He wrote me a happy birthday letter. Forget that he wrote it late. Who even cares that he wants to write? It's not nice. Call me back and help me fight my taxes. Help me lower my violations. Help not the building department pass a new law now that if I illegally convert an apartment that wasn't even converted by me, I get a $15,000 penalty. You know why? Because a whole bunch of stupid idiots want to find and live in illegal apartments, and there's no place to live, so you're going to make us legalize it your way? No. I'm going to create my home my way.
You're done? You're done?
I'm done, my brother. This childish guy is done.
I'd like to get another word in edgeways. First of all, Shelly Silver and Vito Lopez despised each other. So they couldn't have been buddy with both.
He was, and you don't know politics. He played the game.
I know politics well. No, I know politics well. I can tell you, second of all, as far as the illegal conversion, you have it good. When you look at Rockland County, and within the county executive, which is the equivalent to the mayor in the city of New York, gets up there and says, we're going to target the illegal housing in the town of Ramapo, basically meaning the from community. Okay? You have no idea how easy you have it and how good you have it.
You know what?
I have a house in Muncie, and I have a house here. But let me tell you something. You have no idea how good you have it down here.
You've gone under the radar. Your neighbor didn't rat on you. You don't have somebody like some synagogue that calls on you 151 times. I know a synagogue jerker that called 151 times on their neighbor.
Have you ever heard of Preserve Ramapo?
No. I've been by the Ramapo. Haven't we been stuck by the Ramapo light green?
Preserve Ramapo is an anti-crime organization in Muncie that goes around looking for zoning violations. They supported the county executive. They is organized out to get the from community.
Well, they did they did the same thing in Lakewood, and Lakewood voted it people out, and they put normal people in.
And that's why all their taxes went through the roof.
Right.
The difference is that in a county level, Muncie does not have majority. Muncie has majority on the town level, not on the county level. And unfortunately, the anti-from organization was much more organized than we were. And now we're reaping what we sow.
Well, all I know is I don't understand Ramapo and that community there, but all those people live in gorgeous big houses. They have to pay. I don't think they have an income tax, do they, Neil?
We have a property tax.
You have a property tax, but you don't have an income tax. So basically, most of you guys out there are living in suburbia in 3,000 to 6,000 square foot homes with nice little pools. I don't know what you're complaining about.
What? Do me a favor. I will make a deal. I'll go to Bloomfield tomorrow. You come with me this Sunday. We'll drive around Muncie. You tell me how many houses are 3,000.
Matter of fact, I am coming out to Muncie again.
Oh, this
I'm
could be
coming
interesting.
this Sunday, Muncie, and I bet you I'm going to get lost between all those beautiful houses and all those
I'll
clusters.
meet you at Atrium Bagel.
That's why it's nice living there as opposed
Okay,
to Brooklyn
I
where you
will
pay
be-
I'll meet you at
double.
Atrium
You
Bagel.
pay double and you have no room to breathe.
I will Facebook when I'm an hour away from Atrium Bagel, and I will tell you.
Now I
and
want
you
a
can come show me.
bagel.
Anyways, thank you for your call. I appreciate it. And continue listening to us, and we promise not to make any
We'll be
more-
more mature. We'll take
We'll-
maturity pills.
No, we won't be more mature, but we won't make any bad jokes.
So again, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. If you
All
want to
my
call
fault.
in, you
It
really
is your
don't
fault.
have.
That was a bad
a
sex
few
joke. We
minutes.
don't do that on this show.
We know
Okay, this is the Just Enough Heshy Show. If you'd like to call in, you can reach us at 718-303-9090.
Before you take this last call, I want to just say something like this.
Who's the last
I
caller?
wanted to talk about this guy who died. He was the creator of the Simpsons show.
Who died?
His name is, what was his name over here? His name was
He only wrote 4
Sam
seasons.
Simon, right? He was a co-creator. He made $100 million.
Yeah, of course, from
And he
syndication.
donated it all to charity for dogs.
Wow.
I'm Michigan, a wacko.
Oh, wait. So I was
What does
outside
dogs need
somewhere.
charity for?
Not charity, for the protection of animals.
Right,
He was
right, right.
59 years old, but that's not my
That money
point.
could have gone to something so much better.
That's not my point to the story. My
Yeah.
point to the story is he was 59 years old and he died of colon cancer.
Right.
So let me tell you something out there, my children. You go watch yourself. Go to the doctor. Go check yourself for colon cancer. Go check yourself for breast
Wait,
cancer.
can I say something?
Because they say male cancer is a risk to women too. Women who have close relatives who had prostate cancer are more likely to be diagnosed with breast cancer. So if you go out there, catch it early, take a test. I'm not trying to preach to you, Neil.
You are
I
trying to
don't-
preach.
I'm
How about you do this
Esty,
at the end?
Esty, I'm preaching to you too. A young girl, older guy, younger guy.
I just don't like talking about cancer.
Well, if you're not going to watch it,
No,
okay.
No,
Next.
okay. I just wanted to say I was outside a store. There was a fur selling store, and there were people like, "Oh, don't sell fur," with the signs. I wanted to go.
They're
Right.
called Peter.
PETA.
Peter,
I
yeah.
wanted to go outside and be like, dude, can't you worry about pedophiles? Like, this is what you're worrying about. So yeah. Okay, let me take a caller. Okay.
No, that's why it's great. Everybody has their
Hello?
own gig.
Right.
Hey, Norman.
Hi, is this Sesame Street?
Yes, it is.
Norman,
Nice.
how are you?
Well
We were
done.
waiting for your call. You're calling the last 2 minutes of the show.
This is Oscar the Grouch.
Hey, listen,
I'm Oscar the Grouch.
I heard you mention my
Cookie
name.
Monster.
I'll be Cookie Monster.
But
We were wondering how we could go the whole show without hearing
right,
from
but
you.
Norman, I want to tell you something. Can I tell you something that I'm angry at you about that I wanted you to call in? I wanted to talk to you about it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, a Brooklyn federal judge made sure that a psycho, whatever, wacko, Queens man who killed his grandmother won't get a dime from her retirement. Now, let me tell you what was the problem here. He was smoking dope or marijuana in the house, and him and his grandmother had a fight. So when he got angry because he was on pot and stoned, he suffocated her and killed her.
Yeah.
Now that he's sitting in jail, he wants
Actually,
to know-
dope
Hey,
is not
hey,
weed. Dope isn't
Hey,
weed.
Hesh, do you think the guy might have been out of his mind before he ever
Yeah.
smoked?
But they're blaming it on the pot, the newspaper.
Well,
And the New York Post is never wrong.
Hey, listen, the New York Post is the paper for George Bush, who has the mentality of a flea.
Oh.
And every time you guys mention Bush, I want to throw up because there's a guy that was president and he thought Africa was a country. That's what a moron that guy was. And how many lives has he cost since that stupid weapons of mass destruction? I got a bigger weapon of mass destruction in my pants than Iraq has in
Why
this
did every
country.
country go along with him?
Why? Because we pay money to these countries for them to do what we want them to do because they
It's
want
wonderful.
our money.
Oh, hey, so
Wonderful.
I want.
Just like in Israel.
Just-
What is this guy? He wants money for his yeshivas? That guy's a moron.
A real one.
Why don't we have a holiday for atheists? Because atheists don't cause trouble. It seems
Oh,
that the
please.
They
wars...
do have a holiday. They have New Year's. They have July 4th. They have all the
Listen,
holidays.
it seems that all the religions, the main religions, go to war with each other, and they take away mothers' sons and fathers' sons and brothers. It's disgusting.
Oh, so Norman.
You know what? And I want to tell you one thing. That guy Scott Walker is a nightmare. If he becomes president, I could throw this country right down the toilet bowl.
Wow, I'm going to check into this guy.
So yeah, Norman.
Listen, there isn't one.
We just don't have a lot of time.
Okay, yes.
Calling earlier. No, so I wanted to just say, did you ever watch the movie Chocolat?
No.
Okay, so watch a movie called Chocolate, and Johnny Depp is in it. It's about how chocolate saves the town.
And Norman, before I cut you off, I don't go to the movies. I don't really like movies, but there's a new James Bond movie out, and you know, since I believe I could have been the star and the hero of that movie, I'm going to go see it. Yeah, I'm going to take.
Yeah, Norman, what were you going to say?
I'd like to run for president, and Esther, you could be my vice president. You could be in charge of vice, and I'll be on the smoker ticket.
Nice.
Okay, Norman.
Anything is better than Republicans and Democrats.
You got it, Norman. We're closing down the show, Norman. We got to go.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
See you next week.
Anyways, we love you, Norman. We love you.
Everybody,
thank you for listening to the Just Enough Heshy Show. It was a wonderful 2-hour gig to play with you and to get screamed at. And I want to give you my closing quote. And this is a very good one. Lost time is never found again. And education is the key to unlock the golden door of freedom. That's freedom, education. And here's my final quote. All the great leaders have one characteristic in common. It was the willingness to confront unequivocally the major anxiety of the people in their time. This and not much else is the essence of leadership. Thank you for listening to my show. Yep. I want to thank my co-hosts Neil, Z, and Esty, and a special guest who didn't say one word, David, but we all clap to you. See you again next week. Thank you for coming to the Just Enough Heshy Show.
So fun.
Thank you.